Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yo, yo, yo. Put in the one to check, y'all can hear me. Put in the chat if y'all can hear me. Yo, 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 yo. Fall back to fix my sound. Gotta fix my sound. Sorry about that. Yo, yo, salute everybody. What's up? What's up? We in here, we in here, we in here. Yo, yo. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. What up? What up? What up? Hold on, let me do. Hold up. Fault, my fault. We here. We here. We here. We here. I think we still here. Oh yeah, to Calvin Ridley, we're gonna touch on that a little bit later. Calvin Ridley though, that's kind of crazy. Um, hey, sorry, bro. That's all talking overtime. I was on mute. Salute everybody. Salute. What up? What up with y'all, man? Them Celtics, man. It really raining. Them Celtics, man. I was trying to tell y'all, man. I've been trying to tell y'all, man. I've been trying to tell y'all, man, about them Celtics, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. And hey, man, it is what it is. I'm trying to tell y'all about the Celtics, man, but people were trying to tell me, oh, true, you capping, oh, Celtics is trash, and y'all, this and that. But I've been consistent the whole time. The Boston Celtics is a threat in the Eastern Conference. I mean, We less than 20 games away. We less than 20 games away. I mean, listen. We playing great ball in the right time. A lot of people, a lot of them Celtics critics, there's nowhere to be found. Oh, oh, and yes. Yeah. My YouTube short with Marcus Smart got over 3,000 views too. My highest view video to date was. So, hey, keep liking that video. Got 3,000 views. It's crazy. Most views I ever had was the Marcus Smart short video. Troll, oh man, yeah, like it's crazy, man. That's crazy. That Marcus Smart video, YouTube short got over 3,000 views. Salute, uh, NYC young boy, man. Salute. I see you in the bill. I'll wait till a couple more people come in. You know, because I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Like with Boston Celtics doing their thing. Jason Tatum dropped 54 on the Brooklyn Nets. Jason Tatum dropped the only player that dropped two has two 50-point games this season. Jason Tatum. A lot of people told me the Nets was better than the Celtics. A lot of people was telling me that. People said I was tripping. People said I was being unrealistic. I'm a fanboy. All this other stuff. Like here, and let's keep it. And I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna be like, even going come to my Patriots. I've been majority of things I've said about the Patriots. Majority to X Jackson. Majority of things I said about the Patriots and majority of things I've said about the Celtics. Fair analysis, like I said, do I get things wrong? Whatever the case may be, of course. Everybody's not right all the time. But that being said, everything I said about the Patriots or the Celtics, I was majority right about. I was like 95% right. 95, and I'm being generous with the 95%. You know what I mean? I've been right majority of the time. I don't know why people are on these platforms trying to dissect what I be saying. And everything I say makes sense. And I explain things. I explain things of how it's going to be, whatever the case may be, and it comes to light and it comes true. These are the facts, the reality of the situation. I said beginning of the year that we're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league, maybe the best defensive team in the league. I've said that. I said that. You know, like I said that. I've said we was going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. I said that we're going to be a top five team in the East, and a lot of people said we was going to be a play-in, whatever the case may be. And look where we at now, top five in the East. And I kept the same energy. It's not no flip flop, like you said. Like it's not, and I know what people gonna say. Well, where's the energy when y'all was losing? I'm a critique. I'm a critique when we're doing good or bad. Even now, there's things that the Celtics need to improve on. Even the Celtics is balling. There's things that need to improve on. That being said, regardless, y'all come in here, hit that like button, man. Y'all come here, hit that like button, all that stuff, man. Drill was good, DeAndre, man. Drill was good. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Can't complain. What's the expectation for Celtics to the playoffs? I mean, be honest with you, I mean, to tell you the truth, as much as how long, I mean, the expectations in the playoffs, shoot, they could make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. At this point, I think they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think it doesn't like this. I'm gonna say this right here, clear. Now, if they play, let's say we play against Milwaukee, whatever, right? Do I think well, I will pick the Celtics over Milwaukee? Probably no, probably not. But that being said, would I be surprised if the Celtics can beat a team like Milwaukee? Would I be surprised if the Celtics can beat a team like the Sixers? Would I be surprised? No, because of how they're playing. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised how the one of the reasons why the Celtics are playing this way because it's not because of it's also the chemistry and the the camaraderie and the belief of wanting working with each other and the belief of knowing that they can compete with the best of the best. I mean, why not? Like I said before, now can we lose in the first round? Maybe. Can we also go to the East Conference Finals? I do believe so because, like, if you look at this team's history of this core of this team, but like I said, but if you notice but you notice the Celtics history, the Celtics have known for overachieving. The Celtics are always known for overachieving and overachieving expectations. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people really legit look at what they did last year. People look at their failures and just look at them as just simply failures. And don't put things in context of well, we wasn't even favored to even make it to those positions. Yes, we was a very good team, but who would ever thought that Isaiah Thomas led? I mean, well, because the reason why I'm bringing up Isaiah Thomas, he's not even part of the team because Jalen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Al Horford was part of that unit. Did the Soldiers overachieve in '03? What are you talking about? They overachieved. What do you mean they'll overachieve in '03? I don't know. What do you mean the Celtics overachieving '03? I'm talking about the core. I'm talking about the Celtics teams you see now, the Brad Stevens era of the Celtics. I'm talking about the core people you see on the Celtics right now that's been part of teams that's overachieved expectations. What are you talking about, DeAndre? Like I don't know, like that's bad take. Bad take. Who would have thought that like you said, when we went to Eastern Conference Finals in the bubble, we wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, the history has shown that Celtics overachieved. I'm not gonna go to the Celtics have overachieved in history. If I didn't, its history has shown that. I said Pacific history on this team of core people on this team. What are you talking about? And the Celtics still overachieve in history. It's plenty of time. You see the banner, you see the logo of the championships. Go look up your history. There's definitely times where the Celtics have overachieved. It is what it is. Larry Bird, when Larry Bird first year, nobody thought Larry Bird his first year was gonna make that team, what that Celtics team, what it was. Nobody thought that. Like plenty of instances of that happening. Let's not play dumb. The Celtics. I'm talking about this current. You're reaching because if I said that, even if I did say the whole history of the Celtics, I'm not wrong. Either way, are winning championships? Are you saying winning championships is overachieving? Yeah, you can overachieve winning a championship. What are you talking about? You can overachieve winning a championship. That don't make any sense. The Dallas Mavericks overachieved because they wasn't supposed to win. They wasn't even supposed to be a champion. There's multiple instances of the Celtics overachieving. I'm not even talking about the whole history of the Celtics. I'm talking about this team. You see, the recent in recent years has overachieved. And that's is what it is. They have overachieved and been more successful than majority of teams in the league in recent years. How they didn't overachieve when they wasn't even favored to win a championship that year? You're overachieved. What do you do? What does overachieving? What does over DeAndre? What does overachieve mean? You you're achieving something over expectations. You're achieving. You're achieving. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But like I was saying, the Celtics in the great. Listen, I like where the Celtics is at right now. They in the great position. They very well coached. We great culture team. Like I said, hey, we got an identity. We play hard and we're going to compete. Simple as that. We're going to compete to the very end, and that's all the things I can. Hey, listen, are we on paper or whatever? Are we better than the Milwaukee Bucks? No, we're not better than the Milwaukee Bucks. But I tell you this: do the Celtics have a shot of beating a team like the Milwaukee Bucks or the 76ers? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. When your defense is that good, and you have the talents of Jason Tatum and the Jalen Browns, whatever kid on your team, you're going to have a chance. Look at Detroit, and like I said, Detroit only got that one championship, but Detroit was always in the mix. Detroit Pistons in the early 2000s was always in the mix because of how great their defense was. So, hey, man, be call how you want it, but like I said, Celtics are the highest team in the NBA, like it or not, like it or not. Let me see. I'll put the link in the chat. Put the link. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold up. Put the link in the chat. If anybody want to pop on and jump on. Shout out to brother Mari too. I didn't finish watching that stream, that draft. I could like I said, I couldn't make it. Couldn't make that draft. Do you think the Celtics D will get as good as they are as a playoff time? Like, why wouldn't it? My question is, why wouldn't their defense wouldn't be that good? I'll go to. I need to. I need to. Celtics going. Celtics going to the chip. If Celtics going to the chip, I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it though. Salute Joe Bomb. I doubt it. I doubt we. I don't like I said. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna bet that we going to the chip. But hey, we definitely gonna be a hard team to beat. Somebody trying to beat us. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna be a hard team to beat. Damn, I need yeah, I'm about to dub that. I doubt it. I'm about to, what I'm about to do. Let's see. I'm gonna put a link. Let me put a link in the chat. Like you said, y'all come in here. There's a like button. Y'all come in here, man. Y'all hit that like button. Yeah, if y'all come here, that like button, y'all come in. All that good stuff. Say salute to Taj with this retweet. Salute to Taj with retweet. I'm on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Um, definitely get your boy on Twitter. On True the King TV. If you So I'm definitely on Twitter at True the King TV. Go follow me if y'all like. Appreciate it. The chat said you were capped. So getting gentleman swept is what I heard. The chat said you were capping. So just getting gentleman swept is that what I heard. I mean, bro, like I said, gentleman sweep, bro. Like let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. There's no team in the NBA that can sweep or gentleman sweep the Celtics, bro. Unless if it's like if an injury happens. Let's honestly be real. Like how the Soldiers is playing right now. Salute, Sean.
Hey, what's going on?
That's
What's
my
going on?
chum. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going
Okay,
on?
okay. Yeah, nothing much, man. Nothing much. Soldiers, I'm, Soldiers playing great ball, man.
Yeah,
I'm
you
loving
know,
it.
I'm hoping for a Bull Celtics first round matchup.
I do too, man. I really do. I'm hoping that that's a matchup. I obviously that's a Celtics to want. If I had to pick any team to play in the first round, it will be the Bulls.
Yeah, but it
So
was just nice to see those two guys from the Bulls go at it with Tatum and Brown in the
yeah,
first round. I think that would just be a good.
yeah, Marcus Smart versus Lonzo. It's a lot of it's a I love that. That would be a good. That'd be a good. You know what I mean? Storyline too. You know, but Bulls soldier would be fire. I mean, if the Bulls listen, Bullsbury pack they Bulls gotta pack their lunch. It's listen on pay. Listen, it's gonna be fire. It's definitely gonna be fire.
Yeah,
But it's I like how the Celtics is playing. They found their identity. Jason Tatum is slowing the game. He's learning how to slow the game down, pick his spots. I mean, I know you saw that game or the Brooklyn Nets game.
yeah,
Shaw,
yeah. Mhm.
man, that that was an excellent. Man, he's dissected the Brooklyn Nets defense. It didn't make no sense.
Yeah,
Kyrie talking about. Let me. A lot of people was capping on Kyrie yesterday, man. Too. I listen, man. I had drill stuff. I couldn't get on the Mosh chat, whatever. But Kyrie talking about on the press conference, Celtics fans like a scoring girlfriend. Like what? This well, a scoring girlfriend. You can't be a scoring girlfriend if that girlfriend is upgraded and done better after you left.
yeah. I mean, it's like, well, never mind. I ain't gonna use that example, but anyway, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Celtics fans would have had a problem with Kyrie leaving Boston, but the whole, I would love to be here if y'all would have me back. Sentimental nonsense at the beginning of the season and all that stuff. It's like, why even play that game?
Right. It's like you and the fact you're here because of what you kind of demanded when you was in Cleveland to being that guy.
Right.
You
Yeah.
was in a situation where you would be that guy. So why wouldn't you? I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah. And and the fact is, like, he did a commercial with his dad talking about how he would love to have number 11 hanging in the rafters.
Yeah, you do all that extra stuff, man.
You
All
know,
that extra stuff, and
come
you leave, and you leave,
on, yeah,
and it like, and like nobody had a problem you leaving, but it's like all the drama that came with it, and you doing all this extra stuff, man. It's like, come on, man.
yeah. So, but he's gonna be the reason why they won't win, in all honesty. So,
Yeah, it's a chemistry issue because he's a can. Listen, he's a super talented player, but he's a cancer. Salute, Ralph. He's a cancer.
Absolutely.
yeah,
He's a cancer, and it's like, shoot, it, even when Ben Simmons comes, I mean, that's listen. I don't care if Ben Simmons comes back or not. Cause he's especially weak. Listen, dude, how many games left in the season? Like what, eight, like six, seven, 16 games?
yeah, like 16, 17 games, yeah, something like that.
There's 16 games left in the season. He's not. He's not gonna be ready till what next week?
Maybe
Because he missed the Philly game. When's the Philly game this week?
Thursday.
Thursday. So basically, he gonna come in next week at the latest, and he supposed to be in game shape and get ready for the playoffs or play in.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, this is in trouble, man. And Ben, like I said, his mentality is messed up. You got two guys that's mentality is chemistry wise. I mean, that team is not going to go that far, man. Even next year, I don't see that team winning the championship because there's no leadership.
right.
There's no leadership. You're not going to win a championship. You have no type of leadership.
Yeah,
So I don't. I don't care how great KD's a basketball player is. I mean, but still, I mean, it doesn't make any sense like that. Like look at the game. Let's look at the game yesterday.
yeah,
Like Jason Tatum was how he go off like that, and that's
yeah,
why I was trying to say that Ben Simmons can't guard everybody at one time because if you like you said they would pick and roll screens and stuff like that happens when Jason Tatum going to switch up to a more favorable matchup. pick, let's say, a 2-minute game with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. I mean, you're that's food. That's every time. That's food every single time.
Yeah.
So it's like they had the Nets are in trouble, and I don't understand it, man. How you feel about this, Ralph, man? How you feel about the like how about the Celtics?
They're doing okay for right now, but we gotta see if they can move up
I mean,
and
we've
get
been
out
moving
that.
up. We've been moving up to be fair.
When I'm talking about like at a higher rate and get out of the position they in, what standings? They like
We
at
we
seventh?
we fifth seed, bro. We fifth seed, man.
Okay, and
We
that's
fifth
five.
we
Well,
fifth seed. I'm just saying, like we right there in the mix, man. I mean, just like a month ago, we wasn't playing.
yeah, but like it's really like close race between like 2 through 6.
Yeah, you're right. You definitely right about that. But the thing is, the Celtics are healthy right now. For the most part, they're healthy compared to other teams. Um,
But
and
I'm
they
saying
they
like
both.
at the day and night, it could just switch like
Yeah,
that. Like,
I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying for the Celtics, it's good for the Celtics to be in the position they're at right now because they have momentum and they're the healthier. They're one of those healthier teams right now. So, like I said, Miami, I don't know when Kyle Lowry is necessarily coming back.
Hey Google, set alarm for 7:55 p.m. He's questionable tonight. True.
Your alarm set for today
Yeah,
is
I heard he's questionable. So, like I said, it'll be the Bulls. I don't know when Lonzo coming. Lonzo supposed to come back with playoff
yeah,
time.
because they play the Sixers tonight, and like that can like hurt either team. Like
Who?
the Sixers and Bulls, like whatever win, like it can hurt either team
I
because
don't think. I don't think. To be honest with you, whoever in that top 5 seed or six, whoever is like to be honest with you, 1 6, and either way, you have to play one of these teams in the playoffs. I mean, it is
right.
really is what it is. I mean, you of course you want a favorable matchup in the first round, of course. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it'll be the Bulls is a wild card team because we don't know how they're going. I mean, they like say you have Lonzo Ball. We don't know how they're going to like be when they all come back and be healthy. Of course, I think them and Alex Caruso. So I mean, but still, I don't think teams want to go out the way they want to play them. Uh, like I said, the Celtics. I don't think a lot of people want to play Celtics necessarily in the first round. So I mean, I don't know. It's definitely interesting because at the end of the day, you're going to have to play at least in the second round. You're going to play it. You have to play
Yeah,
one of those types of teams. You got to play
this
them.
been the
It is
most
what it is.
competitive East, and like I say, like
I mean, hey, listen,
almost
man.
20 years. Like
I said the East is back, man. The East is
ain't
back.
been
The East is,
ain't been like this since like AI and the New Jersey Nets.
honestly, man. This low key better. I ain't gonna hold you. The East ain't been this good. Like
No,
in
I
like
know.
even
I'm saying
before
like
that.
since the
Even
early 2000s when the Bucks was competitive, and then you had
this,
Toronto competitive.
I ain't gonna hold you. This East probably may be better than that, depending on how things turn out.
Yeah, it
But
could be, but I'm just
yeah,
saying like you ain't had that many competitive teams like this in a long time since
you but
old one days.
I'm trying to tell you, even during that time, that I wouldn't compare that to now. Let's be honest with you, because like wherever because like there's teams in the East are there like there's teams in the East are better than West. Like it's really just real that simple. There's only like a handful of teams that you could probably see in the West come out the West. Teams that can come out the West, like two or three. Like legit only three. Nuggets may be a wild card if Jamal if they wherever depending on how they come back and what they do.
Yeah, I gotta stop sleeping on the Jazz. Though.
And I mean, Jazz is dysfunction. I mean, they reports about Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell going at it. I mean, I don't know. I don't. And even with that being said, I don't think they're a better team than the Grizzlies, the Suns, or the Warriors. I don't. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but they're in that fourth spot, so they wouldn't have
I
to
mean,
take them.
I mean, of course they're in the fourth spot, but like, all I'm saying is, let's say Utah make it out of the championship, then they be if Utah is better than any of the top five teams in the East. I don't think so. I don't think Utah.
They're better than the Bulls.
They're not there.
They are because they. This is why because they've been playing longer in the chemistry.
I feel
That plays a big part chemistry.
I feel what you're saying, but let's say hypothetically, like if Utah and Bulls made it to the championship, let's all be honest. Bulls Bulls will be the heavy favorites in winning that series.
They can be favorites all they want, but they don't have a better complete roster.
That's not true at all.
It is. They can go deep in their bench. They don't have nobody to match Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, Alex Caruso. What are you talking about?
He's not. Come on, we saw one year from him.
You can't say the Chicago don't have a good bench when they've been one of the best teams in the East with injuries. They have a good bench. I mean,
this guy had one season. We cannot crown him. Give him the keys to the kingdom yet.
But
DeMar DeRozan, one season.
Who had one season? What are you talking about?
Alex Caruso.
Bro, he won a championship before that. What are you talking about? He
That's what I'm talking about. His championship season. This is one season.
He had a good thing. He's following up with a good year. First of all, he's having his best season this year. He was having his best season this year before the injury. He's one of the best defenders. He's one of the best defenders in the league. So
we still haven't seen Lonzo in the playoffs.
Okay, that's a good point. But here's the thing that's going to hurt. DeMar DeRozan,
Kobe White.
Okay, that's true. That's a good point.
Nurkic haven't been deep in the playoffs.
But that being said, DeMar DeRozan has. He's been deeper than everybody in the
That's two players they got.
Okay, but DeMar DeRozan has been deeper than anybody in Utah. DeMar DeRozan will hands down be the best player on the court, and the question is, there's nobody on the Utah that's going to
slow him down. He hasn't been further. Michael Conley been to the conference finals too.
Bro, Michael Conley's a shell of himself.
No, he's not. He's still got production.
Bro, he's a
high level.
Bro, he's a shell of himself, bro.
I don't know why y'all hate that man so much.
Bro, he's a shell. Bro, stop. Like, Michael Conley's a shell of himself, bro. He's not the same Michael. You gotta chill out, bro. Like, Michael Conley is not the same Michael Conley. That's not like you saying that he's not the same Michael Conley that was on the Grizzlies. No, he's not. No, he's not at all.
How? You can't give me the stats to show how. It's the same production.
No, he's not. How are we giving you the same production on a Michael? You can't. No, he's not. He's clearly not. He's clearly not. Why you always do this? You come in here and just say stuff that's not completely not true.
The shit is true.
It's not true. What are you talking about?
You don't even watch his games.
All right, bro. I know, bro. Michael Conley is nice, bro. What are you talking about? Michael Conley, you always do this every single time. Michael Conley is not the same Michael Conley no more, bro. Nobody say he's garbage. Nobody say he's trash. But you trying to sit here and say that Michael Conley's in his prime is bullshit, bro. He's not in his prime. Stop it.
Not bullshit.
It is bullshit.
He's doing the same production.
All right, bro. No, he's not, bro. You know he's not.
80 from the free throw. 50,
all right, bro.
Like his efficiency actually went up through his career right now. It was just efficiency stats.
Bro. Let's do this, bro.
All his shit mostly went up. Like, come on,
bro. What are you talking about?
All his stats went up.
All right, bro. He's pointing out the same production, the same dude that made all defensive team, and made same dude that was one of the best perimeter defensive guards in the league. And now he's not that same level no more. So how he put up the same production?
You're talking about one
How he
year.
put up the same production when what are you talking
The
about?
stats don't lie. That's what y'all
What do
say.
you mean?
Stats are
What do you
facts.
mean stats don't lie? Okay, the stats don't lie, but he's averaging. He's been averaging. He's averaging 13.6 points a game. So where is the prime? Where is prime Michael Conley at? What he's
13.
averaging? He averaging
How
13.6 points a
many
game.
times he averaged 20 in his career? Twice, right?
Okay, what my whole point, that was peak Michael Conley. What you're talking about peak Michael Conley that was on Memphis, bro. Stop it, stop, bro. Like I'm
Peak
not going back and forth.
21 is his peak, right? But all before that, he had solid career. And he was winning with that solid career, not the peak. He wasn't winning with the peak 2018, 2019. He wasn't competitive then. He was just putting up empty stats. Now he's on a competitive team who's been consistently in the top 5 spot since he got there. It's kind of like the same production as Chris Paul did. But Chris Paul team went further. As soon as Chris Paul got there, the team went up. As soon as he got there, the team went up. Making the playoffs. How you going to argue the facts? He's a game changer for them. That's how Chris Paul is for the Suns. You can't argue that. You seen when he got hurt that that the team went MIA without him. He's the Chris Paul of the Utah Jazz. NYC young boy, you don't even know nothing about basketball. How this nigga sleep already? You don't know more. Get on the panel, NYC young boy. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about ball. You're a chat warrior. Don't worry, I used to be a chat warrior. But I knew my shit though. Facts, DeAndre. So, that's awesome. That's a fact. Yo, this man sleep already? That's great. Oh, he quiet because I eat them with the facts. That's what happened, y'all. You eat them with the facts. They fall asleep. They take intermissions.
Yo, anybody hear me?
That's what happened, Joe Biden.
Anybody hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, my drum was messed up. I was trying to get, but yeah,
No,
Mike. First of all, you
you
capping
was
on Mike
quiet.
Conley.
You capping.
You, bro.
Everything I said was a fact.
bro, Mike Conley not in his prime no more, bro.
Nobody said he's in his prime.
You said he's producing at the same level when he was on the Grizzlies.
This shirt is made. Cover my belt. It's custom made.
Salute to me there in the building.
He is. He's just as
Salute,
important.
Ralph, stop the capping. Salute everybody.
No, I'm not capping. You just don't watch
no.
basketball.
I got a couple words. True, check your cash app.
I said thank you.
Okay, and Ralph, he's not in his prime. Mike Conley,
I never said he was in his prime,
bro.
I said he's just as important as Chris Paul is.
That's a bad
to the
take,
Suns.
bro. That's a bad take.
It's a great take, and it's a fact.
They was winning games without Mike Conley, bro. That's a bad take.
Donovan Mitchell did? I mean, if Donovan
Mitchell, that's a bad take, bro. That's a bad.
I give Rudy more credence than
when Mike Conley was on the team. What was they doing?
I'm not. No, hold on. Let's make this shit clear. Nobody's saying Mike Conley is not a good player. It's not a good. He can't help a team out. Nobody's saying that at all. If you're trying to sit for and
you switched the argument too to my say in his prime.
Bro,
I never said that.
Bro, you say he's producing the same level he was on the Grizzlies. That's a lie. That's just a
lie. It's a fact.
All right,
bro. It's a fact.
All right, so let me ask you this question: is Mike Conley one of the best defensive point guards in the league? Yes or no?
13 at this season. And his third season, 12, 13, 12.
Answer 14. The question. Answer the question.
Come on.
Ralph, answer the question. Is Michael Conley regarded as the same defense he was as guard defense he was at that time on the Grizzlies?
You're talking about 1 year.
You're talking about production. He was okay. Production. You're okay.
His whole career, he wasn't on no defensive list.
Hold on. If you're talking about producing. If you're talking about producing, right? If I don't know if I'm slow or whatever, because if your production is results, and result was at one point in time, Mike Conley was a top 10 point. He was a top 10 point guard in the league. That's production. He was producing at a level that would warrant him to be in the top 10 point guard in the league.
10 point guards better than him.
I'm not doing that, bro, because we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. We're not playing that game, bro. I'm not doing. We're not wasting that time on Mike Conley like that, bro.
That's because
you can, bro. Are you serious? You saying Mike Conley's a top 10 point guard in the league, bro? Are you serious?
I say you can't name 10 point guards better than him.
Bro, Ralph. Let me hold up. Hold up. So you're trying to tell me that Ralph, if Mike Conley's a top 10 point guard, yes or no?
I'm telling you can't name 10 point guards better than him.
But let's not play that game. I really can though.
I beg to differ.
I really can though. So let's not play that game.
Sure.
True. Can I call somebody out in the chat?
You can call somebody out.
Okay, Dion, don't be trying to go on True because I saw your draft on Saturday and you had the worst team you drafted. You don't need to draft.
Yeah, Dion don't know how to draft right, man. And I knew Dion and I called it out. I was like, Dion don't even know how to draft right.
Like, you was the worst team. You gonna get put out the first round.
Like Dion be talking all that talking.
I didn't even tell me brother old channel and all that.
No, it was Ralph. You ain't subscribed. No, because you had it in the chat.
No, we've been subscribed all the time. That's your fault, man. Brother, I'm gonna put it in if I get a chance.
No, because I asked him one night and he said he's gonna play it and he fell asleep.
Man, listen.
Like a few nights back to back.
Bro, you was on a panel and I had it pinned, bro. I don't know what do you talk about. I had this.
I had it in a private chat.
I had it pinned.
No, he put it in the
YouTube.
regular so everybody.
See, I don't look at that chat like that all the time.
Man, you're okay, but you was looking at the chat
for everybody to go.
No, I'm talking about the regular chat.
But I couldn't do it. I was busy this weekend. I was busy this weekend.
You told me.
I was at the museum, so I couldn't do it, brother. I'll make sure I do it next time.
You like that, John? Chess?
What?
The museum.
Ralph, it was so crowded and so much to see. I didn't get to see everything, and we got to go back. That's
two teams have Mitchell Robinson on the two teams have Mitchell Robinson on them.
How is he talking?
What are you talking about?
He said that's on the draft. He said somebody got two. I didn't finish watching it.
Yeah. I think two bad people drafted Mitchell Robinson.
How the hell you do that?
Did T Streets draft him?
The second person wasn't paying attention. That's what happened.
So he is.
I
right,
gotta see
I saw T Streets draft him and somebody else did. So he is right.
Yeah, I think I think Action Jackson drafted him first, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, brother Mari. Dion don't know how to draft. Get out of here.
Who's Dion? Who was the Dion first pick?
Dion first selection was Klay Thompson. I
That's
would did
horrible.
better than that.
That's horrible
Dion,
right
Dion,
there.
get out
That's
of here.
horrible. That's you.
How many people
That's
was
horrible.
in the draft?
That's
It was
horrible,
10
man.
people, I think. 10 people.
That's horrible. How you mess up on a 10-person draft like that? You pick Klay Thompson.
Oh, you dumb as hell.
How you be? Hold on. You trying to tell me it's 10? It's 10 picks. You're trying to tell me your 10th pick is Klay Thompson?
And Mac Def had the last draft pick in that first round. He had a solid pick. Come on, man. Come on.
That's
Dion.
crazy. You pick Klay
Man.
Thompson your first pick is horrible,
You
bro.
could have for all
I'm
that.
sorry.
You could have picked fucking Embiid or somebody.
I would
If you
pick
would've,
Jason Tatum. Anybody pick Jason Tatum in the first round?
I think Brother Martin. No, Jason Tatum, I think, with the second. Brother Martin picking Embiid, I believe.
That's come on, man.
Shit, you better pick Julius
He
Shout out,
ain't
Randle.
the only one. I'm gonna call some other people out later, but he ain't the only one.
Shout out to Brother Martin, the draft board, man. The type in draft board. It should pop up the draft board. But yeah, man, the Celtics, man. Listen, man. Tiffany, I mean, she's rooting for the Celtics. I heard, man.
Didn't I tell you I like the Jaylen Brown and Tatum? That did.
Listen.
You said you was a Grizzlies fan.
The best wing duo.
No, I like them too because they're young. But I do like Grizz. I like young. I'm starting to like young players, bro. Like I have to like my old guys, LeBron, Chris Paul. They about to retire. I got to get with some new guys now.
Hey, listen, Tiffany. It's okay being a Celtics fan. It's okay. It's a lot of
true.
It's okay. It's okay.
Green in my color. I know.
Listen.
I give y'all respect for the first black head coach. I give you respect.
Listen, we had a first starting starting five.
I give you respect. I give you respect. I give you respect for John Thompson.
Come on, man.
Ralph, they drafted John Thompson.
John, come on, man. John Thompson, like.
Well, we would have had the best young core next to the Sixers if they didn't get LeBron.
Hey, Celtics. Hey, salute the Celtics Nation 67, man. Salute, man.
Nobody was gonna stop Clarkson.
But yeah, man. But they were doing But listen, man, they were doing live capping last night, man. Talk about flight. Shout out to Flight Sports. Shout out to Flight Sports. You got a good channel cover. But he was capping talking about Kyrie led the Celtics. Kyrie never was the leader of the Celtics.
That was on Lamont channel.
Kyrie was asked to lead.
Yeah, wasn't that on Lamont channel or was it on somebody else?
That was on Lamont channel.
He was on Lamont channel. Kyrie trying to lead. They asked him. Of course, he was the best player. He was asked to do that, and he failed. Marcus Smart and Al Horford was the leaders of that team. Real leaders of that team.
Flight Sports TV, you said?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Hill, but he was capping. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, they talk about Joe Bond. You know how Joe Bond be. Joe Bond be capping, come out the Celtics was number one. And y'all got to stop saying that Kyrie shit. Bro, at the end of the day, these are the facts. The Celtics was better before Kyrie was there and after Kyrie when he left. These are the facts. That's the fact of the matter. There's no way to slice it. There's no way to whatever case may be. We had a 5'8", 9 point guard, Isaiah Thomas, do better than Kyrie Irving did.
I got to shout out to him for that.
That was before Kyrie got there. When Kyrie left, when Kyrie was there, when he was hurt on the sideline, we went to the Eastern, and like I said, hey, with Kyrie Irving, hey, could we went to the finals, whatever the case may be? Probably, maybe. I'm not going to deny that. But the fact of the matter is, they shown how good that team was. But the Celtics shown how good they was without Kyrie. They even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So all that's like. But that being said, too, it goes to my point of this is why I liking this Celtics team, because we getting back to what we used to do. Before the Kyrie, we used to move the ball more. You know what I mean? Before the Kyrie,
your defense with
listen, this is the best defense. This is the best defense. I've seen the Celtics team in a long time. in a long time. Um, I'm loving this defense. I'm loving the defense. Marcus Smart is balling. Is balling. He he he's playing his role. He's doing his. Hey, is Marcus Smart a traditional point guard? No, he's not. But he's doing what he's asked to do, and hey, he's doing a hell of a job. He's playing the best ball in his career, playing point guard. So I mean, people question, oh, is he? I mean, he's not taking the same. I mean, the thing about Mark, if you look at his efficiency, Marcus Smart is just not an efficient guy. He would never be like a that. Even you look at him when he was in college, he wasn't efficient when he was in college. When he was a scorer, so that's always part of his game, not being efficient. But like he stopped, you know what I mean, taking those bad type of shots he was doing in the past, and you know what I mean, starts taking smarter shots. And, you know what I mean, start knowing how to take control of the offense, and you know what I mean, start controlling the pace. And like I said, it took time, of course. Marcus Smart. It took time, of course, for Marcus Smart to do it. But hey, you know what I mean. Look where you're at now. Another Marcus Smart. You know what I mean. Balling.
Oh,
One
this
of
gonna be. I'm looking at the schedule. Ralph, do James Harden playing tonight? You should know because you don't feel it.
I
He
don't
playing
know.
like against the
Nothing.
Bulls.
I don't
Ain't
know. I
James
didn't see
Harden.
the scout report.
Oh, okay. Because I would say they're gonna be a good game. I'm looking at the games for tonight. That's all.
Yeah,
But
Bulls.
I mean, I'm definitely loving the Celtics, man. I'm loving the Celtics. They doing. You know what I mean? People talking about them bum ass Lakers. People talking about them bum ass Nets. But really talk about a real team that overcome adversity. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Begin the first half of the season.
Y'all
Yeah, the
just not
Celtics
know.
did shot. The Celtics did shot bad. I'm not denying that, but I'm just. But that being said, Kyrie, going back to my point earlier, Kyrie's a cancer.
Ain't nobody talking about y'all because y'all market ain't popular.
I mean, Boston's a big market, bro. It's just the
It,
fact
it
that
is a big market rock
it
compared to
just,
other cities. It
it
is
just.
It
big,
can
bro.
be big, but it's not popular.
I mean, that don't make any sense whatsoever. But I don't
But
know.
it's very big compared to other
Hey,
other
shout out to
markets.
Lee, man, fellow Celtics fan, Lee in the building.
What's up, Lee?
Hey, hey, first and foremost, in reference to the draft, we all know the number one pick of the draft should have been Patrick Beverly, but that's just
That's
me.
wild. All right,
Lee, if you Lee, come on with that,
that's
okay? Because
wild.
I had to listen to that draft, and I had to wonder about what some people saying.
I
In the
don't know what
world,
that is,
Who was that?
but true. I know you heard all the horrible takes on Lamont.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I mean,
Horrible.
listen, Joe Bond, shout out to Sturby to be on bias. Listen, I understand that was a team collective, though. I understand we're not talking. 2019 was a team collective. We played bad across the board, but I hate when people try to make it seem like Kyrie was the end all be all for the Celtics, and clearly they've shown and proved that that wasn't the case.
They wasn't
Like,
really talking about the Celtics. They was talking about the Cavs.
no, but people try to make a narrative that Kyrie was carrying the Celtics, bro, and that's a bad narrative, bro. That's a
The
horrible
narrative
narrative.
was carried LeBron. That's what they was
No,
talking
they
about.
said last. If I'm not mistaken, I'm paraphrasing. I listened. I don't know because like I was tired too. I was listening. I was listening before they were saying Lee was. I don't know. Lee was there. I don't think he was. He was. I mean, he may have been listening. I know he
He
was on the
probably was
panel.
listening. I think Lee wasn't. You listening?
But
No,
but they,
Lee was on the channel. That's why he was coming at
but
somebody
no,
called
he
him a
was. He know what I'm.
dickhead.
But when Kyrie, they talking about Kyrie was
Because he was like,
carrying
that shit's stupid. They ain't carrying LeBron.
Kyrie. No, we know that. I'm not talking about fucking LeBron. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not. I'll
So,
talk about LeBron if I have to talk about LeBron.
no, we what? But that's what the conversation was.
No,
Nothing about the Celtics.
they were talking. No, Joe Biden made that shit about LeBron, bro. I'll listen to this shit. Joe Biden made that shit about LeBron. Nigga was saying that Kyrie wasn't a leader, and he moved the goalpost and talked about LeBron. That's what niggas do every single time
Yeah, Joe
they on
Bond did
Lamont.
do that, Rob, because
They move the
nobody. This
goalpost on
supposed to be
LeBron,
about
bro.
the Nets.
They were talking
This
about the
I don't know how he
Kyrie.
did turn to
Yeah, they
LeBron
were
James.
saying about who fault it was, and they were talking about how Kyrie's not a leader, and people was on there capping that Kyrie was a leader. People were saying that Kyrie wasn't a leader.
Yes, you did, Joe Bond.
You did move it. You
didn't
moved the
bring up.
conversation to LeBron.
He didn't because Lamont was talking about his transgressions with
Hold
Cleveland.
on. Yeah, he was talking
and
about.
he was talking about Brooklyn, comparing the two.
Okay, he talked about Brooklyn. Okay, he hold on. Khalil mentioned LeBron.
Ain't nobody bring up Celtics. True.
What's they did? They talk about Kyrie's not a leader. He has a trail of being a cancer. And that's why they used that in the past to him for not being successful, as you see now.
I just shook. I didn't say anything. I just shook my head. But Ralph, what you said earlier, yeah, I won at SFM. It's like, dude.
No, I said that's why you said it because he said some dumb shit.
Yeah,
he said, LeBron.
I didn't carry
LeBron.
I didn't go.
No, Mookie said that shit. Mookie said that shit.
Yeah, it was Mookie. I got issues with Mookie about other stuff. So I don't like him. Period. As other stuff,
Mookie said that. Mookie said that.
But I noticed like you only come on the panel when you hear some real foul dumb shit that you can't take it no more.
Mookie.
I respect that.
Nobody care about. Khalil said, "Quote: If LeBron was there, it would. He was
somebody say something."
I don't know. Listen, regardless of whoever brought that shit up, you said that. Oh, since you brought if I go back to replay, whatever case, whoever said whatever, either way, y'all was still capping for Kyrie saying that he was a leader, bro.
No,
what
Khalil was talking about is about the medium. How the media is all on LeBron. It would have shown like Kyrie got to answer all these questions. Kevin Durant don't be. It's like Kevin don't. Really, he believe it all on Kyrie sometimes.
Yeah, but
Kevin
but the whole point, right?
Kyrie say more than Kevin did.
Yeah, but the whole point is now. Katie talked last night, but that being said,
he did.
Yeah, he talks to. He has to. He talks to the media. But that being said, the whole point was Joe Bonino was capping, saying that Kyrie was a leader and he did all this, whatever case may be. And bro, listen, here's the thing what people got to realize. One thing about me, people call me a Kyrie hater, but you would never see me ever diminish that man Kyrie's game. What have I ever said? Well, Kyrie is I never said Kyrie was a horrible basketball player. I never said
you call him a black top player.
I mean, he is a black top player. I mean, that's his skill set, bro. He's a black top player. He has street ball. He has a street ball game. I didn't say he was a bum. There's a lot of people that play street ball that can hoop. It's not offensive. He has a street ball game. He has an and one mixtape type of game. Yes, he do. I mean, it's all highlights. If you don't get that analogy why I call him a black top player, then and that's on you. I don't. That's not my. You know what I mean? Because I don't.
No, you really.
I mean, but in the day, but the whole point is he used. I mean, if he used LeBron James as a reference of leadership, then I don't see the problem with that.
I have reference to LeBron leadership in this.
That being said,
but you bring up what Russell Westbrook I didn't get that one either. See, I refuse to go on panels when certain people show up.
But that
when SFN came in there, I refused to go on there. When Mookie,
I hear you all night.
When Mookie go on there, like Rob, you may say when Mookie go on there, I refuse because I got certain words I want to say to him, and he runs off the panel like a little hoe. When
that was yeah.
Tiffany, that's why that's why I let him have it last night. It's like, dude, this is not your platform. Like, shut up.
Yeah, Joe Bond, you have high, but yeah, hold on, black top, make that make sense. DeAndre, what do you mean make that make sense? He's a black top player. If I don't gotta explain, bro, listen, if y'all hold up too. This is for one. Like, if y'all have a problem, issues with terms I'll be saying for certain players, that's not my problem. I don't think I have to go and over explain what I meant. When I say Kyrie's a black top player, people know. I assume that people would know what I'm talking about. Well, that's just me. If not, then like, cause I could be disrespectful of players. I could be disrespectful.
That style don't work in the NBA, so you can't be a black top player.
What up, T Streets, man?
What's good with it, True?
T Streets, good draft, brother. Good draft. See, I mean, I'm
Shout out to
messing
streets.
All right, what I tell me, I just left from Mookie Town cooking on niggas, man.
Yeah, hey, man, he don't
Salute
look
Jay
good, but
back,
they got
man.
words for his ass.
Say black top
T Streets.
specialist. Hey, man.
Hey, I was
Black top.
telling her
When the
it's
last
getting
time
too.
you been? When the last time you been on the black top? We been on black top like the other
What'd
day.
you say, T Streets?
No, I was telling her it's getting too hot in that kitchen, man. You had to run off.
Yeah, that dude. It moves a little crazy right there, man.
Like I don't see how you got Magic over LeBron because you said LeBron didn't score in 3-4 quarters in the finals. Like, but he just disregarded the whole Tragic Johnson incident.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing, though.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
T Streets about that.
What up?
If you go back and you look at the '84 finals, is it really worse than the 2011 finals?
That's a good question.
I would say he just ran on the clock or some dumb shit.
I would say they're probably about even to me.
But Sean, his point was this. Okay, this was the argument was. Mookie is the first one he hated. He said LeBron isn't like that, but he has him. You got him in your top 10. Lamar was playing to him. You got this man in your top 10. Do you know how many people are lucky to get in the top 10? You must think something about him. You got him in your top 10.
Yeah, but Lamar do the same thing.
No, but he's saying you got him in your top 10, so
I'm talking about he
like that.
For the sake of the argument,
he's saying he could point out to every player. You want to keep bringing up 2011. He said I could bring up every player who has had failures and stuff, but you want to keep going to that. That's the only thing he brought up. He didn't bring up nothing else. And when Lamar was about to start laying facts on him, he ran off the panel like a little hoe.
I'm saying Lamar shit on Jordan, but he got him as his
bro. Lamar be trolling when he be doing that shit, bro. He got Jordan to go, bro.
I stand for the sake of the argument.
T Street, you see brother Lamar things,
but maybe
he got to replace.
Maybe he's a fan of LeBron. We don't know if he's trolling.
You have
to be a fan of LeBron.
Hold on, why he said I got to replace D Mitchell? I ain't got D Mitchell. I got Mitchell Robinson.
They said Action Jackson. They said Action Jackson picked him first.
Got Mitchell Robinson too. I forgot who the other person again.
They said Action Jackson picked him first.
He picked Mitchell Robinson in the second round or something.
They say he got him first. I gotta go back and look. I mean,
y'all gotta go back and watch the tape because I don't know about that.
I don't remember him picking him.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, nobody. Hey, listen, T. I mean, I don't think they would do you dirty.
I just remember Action Jackson's first four picks. I remember his first 4 picks. I can name the top of that who he named, but I don't remember when he picked Mitchell Robinson.
Who got the best team, Tiff?
I'm running with one of these people on the panel. My boy T Streets.
I do.
You weren't even there.
But yeah.
Wait, Tiff, what are you talking about? I do. I picked Reggie Jackson and Patrick Beverly.
Stop it, Lee. You wasn't even there, Lee. Lee, you would have been better. You would have did better than Dion's sorry ass team.
That was crazy.
Brother Mark, give me Steven Adams. I'll take Steven Adams in.
I think Steven Adams been taken.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wait, T Streets. You're gonna pick.
I got a question.
Hey, T Streets, you're gonna pick Steven Adams over Samuel Dallenberg?
Hey,
I hope he had the lead.
Hey, I got a question. Did anybody pick Robert Williams?
Hell no.
That's a damn shame. He a beast on 2K too, though. I played him the other night. He a beast.
Hey Lee, I know you want to get rid of Baker Mayfield. Who is it you want to get rid of from the Patriots?
Yeah, I definitely want to get rid of Baker Mayfield, but I mean, I want the Browns. I mean, I can't say I definitely want the Browns to get rid of Baker Mayfield. But what was the second part of your question, Sean?
I want to ask True. Who you want to get rid of from the Patriots?
That's a good ass question.
N'Keal Harry.
That's definitely N'Keal Harry. We gotta replace Nelson Aguilar.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna be back true.
All right, though. I think we need to replace Nelson Aguilar. We need. I mean, like I said, a receiver. Like I said, we gonna see. I mean, I think Jacoby's a free agent.
Well, true. You're not going to be able to get Calvin Ridley now. He's suspended for all.
I think.
What
Yeah,
happened to him?
he
Yeah,
betting
I
on
didn't
games. He
hear
betting
What
on
the
that.
sports
games.
betting bull?
He betting on games.
So this is what you want to do. If y'all want to get rid of somebody on your team, whether it's a coach or a player, call the NFL office and say they was betting on games.
Damn.
You're gonna have to have receipts on that, right?
Hey man, just say you heard.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. But I mean, Patriots is they already Kevin. They not thinking about the Patriots. They got different options. They definitely was one of the teams that was going. Patriots was, in my opinion, if that situation didn't happen, Patriots definitely was going to get Calvin Ridley, in my opinion.
Y'all can go after Mark Cooper now too. That what you're saying?
I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
That's Prescott's boy.
A little, but the thing is, he costs too much, and that's, I mean, for the Cowboys' sake, for the cap. But that being said, I mean, I think Mark Cooper. I mean, I think he fit. I think he could fit. I mean, I think he could fit in the Patriot system. His skill set fits that Patriot system. I mean, I like the fact that we interviewed the top receivers in the draft. I love that.
Yeah, well, I think true. If the Cowboys release Amari Cooper, which is not a guarantee they're gonna do it, he's gonna go back to Vegas.
I can see that. I definitely can see that. Who else? The Patriot. I mean, I think who else is receiver Patriots looking for?
Yeah, you got
true. I got one for you. JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh, we ain't doing that. But Nelson Aguilar got to go. We need an upgrade on Nelson Aguilar. He costs too much to be. Nelson Aguilar was supposed to be our best wide receiver, our ex guy. I never.
The question is, do y'all keep Jonnu Smith?
I think and that being said, even in that's an Aguilar aspect, right? It wasn't all the way their fault why they didn't play at produce where they were supposed to, because I think it was just Josh McDaniels being too conservative for the offense. Like, think about the Josh McDaniels offense. That offense works specifically for players that fit that system. Jonnu Smith, not a route guy. He's just a guy that, you know what I mean, just give him plays where, okay, he has to get the ball. You know what I mean? And he can make plays. So hopefully this year, and plus, like I said, that offense also is hard to get even for your first year. So hopefully we can utilize Jonnu Smith even more. You know what I mean? He definitely showed flashes. So hopefully we can utilize him more. Drew, I heard the Patriots was interested in Robbie Anderson from the Panthers. I heard that too. I don't like J.C. Jackson. We signed with the Patriots. That look like they ain't paying that $17 million a year.
Oh, they not?
I mean, they look, but I mean, I understand it because they probably I'm looking at the cap. They're trying to build around Mac Jones. Mac Jones. We need a better offense. Like Bill already. I mean, and one thing about Bill is too, though. I mean, he can. I mean, listen, it's gonna be. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy to replace J.C. Jackson, but Bill has a.
But they're gonna go out to Carlton Davis.
Yeah,
but I heard.
Yeah, but like saying, Bill can find corner. Even we got corners right now that got potential to be. You know what I mean? Some good corners. From the guy we traded for the Ravens, Sean Wade. He has potential. Young guy. Jawan Williams. He may flourish this upcoming year. So we'll see. Like I said, I think one thing about Bill though, he can find a good corner. So I mean, but I don't want J.C. Jackson to walk for nothing though. That's the one thing. I think I don't know who they're gonna use that franchise. Well, they don't got franchise tag nobody. But question is what team J.C. Jackson was signed to. That's gonna be interesting too. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
pay that, man.
What free agency gonna start?
Next week.
Oh, I gotta keep my ear to the street.
Because they think about JC Jack, like figure he overplayed his contract 10 times. Like, so it's like you can't. I mean, it's one of the things where it's like, hey man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, I got one. What the Browns could do to get rid of Baker Mayfield is somehow get the owner and the GM of the Ravens drunk and have them trade Lamar Jackson for Baker Mayfield straight up.
Lee, I wish the hell that would happen. I end up choking your behind. Okay.
Rule? Why?
What you mean? Why? It ain't gonna happen. Cleveland. I don't know. Cleveland. They might don't like black quarterbacks. I'm sorry.
Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. I'll fix it.
That fan base might call the name calling. Lee. I ain't having it.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Sean, where do you think Deshaun? So let's say Deshaun Watson's legal case gets cleared up, and let's say he's eligible to play this season from jump. What team do you think he's going to go to?
It's got to be a team that can take the PR hit of trading for him.
The Buccaneers.
I mean, they could. I think it's just going to be a team that can take the PR hit, and meaning like in a place where they've dealt with the PR hits before, kind of like when Philly got Michael Vick, and then they're gonna have to have a very strong ownership and coaching, staff to do it. Otherwise, I don't think it's a lot of places he can go, because he still is, black. So,
Yeah.
I think Philly could do it. I think Carolina could do it because of his ties there were going to Clemson. But I don't think it's a lot of teams that can do it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you. I Browns were one of those teams that would take him, but that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Well, man, I think the Patriots going to take a wide receiver high in the draft.
I think the Patriots only do that if they don't sign somebody in free agency.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to pick a. They're going to pick a. I mean, this is a wide receiver draft heavy, so they're going to make sure that. Because Bill, like I said, people saying that is Bill going to do this, is Bill going to do that. The one thing about Bill Belichick, and that's a narrative. People, I mean, he man been coaching for years. Like the coach that long period of time, you have to adjust to be successful. So,
and he still can't draft a wide receiver to save his life.
I mean, hey, listen,
he drafts well everywhere except for the wide receiver position.
I'll say this, but I'll say this though. Name me a quarterback, name me a coach that drafted 2 wide receivers that was Super Bowl MVP. But anyway, you know what I mean, it's like that. He never like he had drafted decent receivers, of course, solid receivers like Julian Edelman's not no Hall of Famer, but I mean he's pretty good with. But like he never drafted that superstar wide receiver. But like I said, he definitely makes sure he can he can bring one to the team though. He definitely has history of showing that. You know what I mean? He brought in Randy Moss, he brought in Brandon Cooks. You know what I mean? Traded for those guys, so I mean he can do it again. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you drafted Rob Gronkowski though. Gotta give him that. He drafted Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, my guess is true. If Jameson Williams is still on the board for the Patriots, they'll probably take a swing at him, just because of his familiarity with the system and and the terminology and stuff like that. So I think he would probably be the guy if they're going to do it. It would be him.
I think he can. I think they can do. I think they're going to try to do both. I think they're going to. I think they're going to get. Of course, they're going to target a receiver in the draft and also try to get one a proven receiver with us already in the league. I think they're going to try to do both.
Yeah.
Like I said, because like I said, you got to put weapons around Mac Jones. The running backs, we have no issue when the comes with the running backs. Be at all. So I mean, we don't got to worry about that.
Dang, Teresa, you should chose somebody better. Oh,
I will say this though. There's one wide receiver who I'm high on, who is pretty much a lock to be a late first round pick. And I hope he doesn't go to one team. Well, two teams in particular. I hope he doesn't go to the Chiefs, and I really hope to the Chargers. But Christian Watson, I think he's a lock to be a late first round pick. I just don't want him to go to those two teams because it wouldn't be fair.
Well, broadly, even if he went to the Chargers, they need to know how to get into the playoffs first. I mean,
well, yeah, that is just the guy is so dynamic and will open up the field even more.
You right? Yeah, he probably. I'm just saying, Lee. I mean, with that coach, I don't know.
But at the same time, though, man, I don't care about what Kansas City offense. I mean,
yeah, because Patrick Mahomes, he got.
End of the day, Tyreek Hill got to learn how to not try to beat everybody with his speed and learn how to really run routes and
I agree. I agree. That's why I said Chargers even more so.
Tyreek Hill being regarded as a top 5 wide receiver in the league. You're trying to tell me because and Tyreek Hill, he ain't no scrub. Like, you have to worry about Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying that at all, but let's be honest. The reason why Tyreek Hill is that dangerous because he's played a part of Kansas City Chiefs. If Tyreek Hill was on a team like the Browns, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Unfortunately, you're right. That
hurt my feelings. He could be on the Miami. He could be on any situation. The fact because Travis Kelce opens up the field for Tyreek Hill because it just that's the other thing too. People talk about they need a possession receiver, but they already got one in Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce technically their possession receiver that gets those tough yardage. You know what I mean? If they need to get a first down, whatever case may be, it opens up for Tyreek Hill. So it's like them talking about they need another wide receiver. That's an excuse because of that being said, like, oh, they missed Sammy Watkins or type receivers like that. That being said, they had no business losing to Cincinnati. So it's like it's really the game planning of really just the style of play they play. The reason why they're not they lost they had a not. They folded, and they got to fix that. Patrick Mahomes, like I said, not told people, not essentially to tell people, y'all can crown Patrick Mahomes. Listen, Patrick Mahomes is he the best quarterback in the game? Probably. I'm not gonna argue that, but he still is a young quarterback that still needs to learn. So, I mean, I don't know, man, because.
Yeah, they crowned him. Was putting him top 10. True, you're right about that.
Jerry Thompson, possession. What's the difference between a possession tight end and a possession wide receiver, bro? What's the difference? What's the difference besides just the name and the weight difference? Like, come on, bro. Yeah, that's dumb as shit. I no disrespect. That's dumb, bro. That is like what is the difference between a possession wide receiver and a tight end? You know what the difference is? The position name. That's the difference. I'm gonna be urging you too, though. We need new positions in football too. By the way, we need new positions in football because I don't know, man. We need new positions because like. True, Mahomes is by far the best quarterback. He's not by far nothing, bro.
He ain't by far nothing.
He's not by far nothing, bro. I don't even think, to tell you the truth, has it ever been a quarterback you could say is by far the best? And I don't think it's ever been in history you could say a quarterback was by far the best ever. Like, that's disrespectful, bro.
Jared, he was by far the best. What the hell was that in that second half in that championship game?
By far the best.
I know one. Jamarcus Russell.
That's crazy. That's wild. There's nobody like. Come on, man. That's why you need new positions in football. Elaborate, because a slot receiver in a just a traditional wideout are two different things. There's two different types of tight ends. Like you have tight ends that legit. You have tight ends that legit do different things. Like you're not going to ask Travis Kelce to do what Mark Andrews do, vice versa. Who background is that?
It's not mine.
Yeah, Ralph, that you looking at TV?
Everything on mute.
Oh.
I'm just listening to y'all because I don't know that much about football.
Hey, y'all hear me?
Y'all hear you there?
Yeah.
But yeah,
but Ralph, you used to watch football.
Bro, a slot, but you missing the point, bro. A slot receiver, listen, there need to be new positions specifically in football because you have every wide receiver don't do necessarily the same thing. Of course, elite wide out can line up in different positions on the field. Of course, that's why you're regarded as an elite. But there's specific dudes that work specifically majority of the time in the slot. That's not like, you know what I mean? Like Randy Moss. Randy Moss is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, but he rarely worked in the slot. You know what I mean? Like he don't have the same. Like all running backs not the same. We're not asking Derrick Henry to do what Christian McCaffrey do or something like that. Like I don't know.
So is it y'all should know? Is it true about Saquon Barkley? He gonna get traded?
I hope he does. I hope he does. Get out of that decrepit franchise.
Lee, he can't stay healthy. His daggone self. He better watch his.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. They shouldn't even pick. Listen, there's no disrespect to Saquon Barkley, but you shouldn't even pick him that high in the first place. You don't pick. I know people was gonna say, "True, what are you talking about?" I don't believe in running. Listen, this is in a pass first offensive league. Right, I understand Saquon Barkley can be used in the pass offense, but at the same time, running backs specifically don't have a long shelf life. It is what it is. They don't. So why would you pick a guy?
So what do you suggest to draft running backs, or
he
pick
gonna
a free agency? So what do you suggest?
Bro, I don't, like I said before. I believe running backs. I believe having multiple running backs on your team. I don't believe in having.
I agree with you. That's what I do like about the Ravens.
I don't believe in having like Derrick Henry. Listen, I don't believe in having that Derrick Henry type of running. Like it doesn't make any sense because at the end of the day, you could be one of the best running teams in the league without having having it necessarily a top 5 or top 10 running back.
Ravens.
So are Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, are those just anomalies? I mean, the way you're saying.
What do you mean? What do you mean by anomalies?
I mean, those guys aren't important. They were drafted pretty,
Okay, then I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're not important, but I'll tell you this. A tight end in today's game is more important than a star tight end in today's game are more important than a star running back.
Okay, why is that? So why do you say that?
Because they actually do more and they have more impact on the game. That's why.
Oh, yeah?
That's a fact.
Dion, look at the Ravens. Well, what is Mark Andrews? Is that dude on that team?
Mark Andrews drops a lot of passes.
No, he does not.
He's very sloppy, actually.
That's a lie. That's Butterfingers Hollywood. That's the wrong person you're talking about.
He wasn't getting overthrown all the time.
Mark Andrews led. Are you serious? Did you see his receiving yards? Have you seen his receiving yards?
Hold up, Dion. So the Patriots won 6 Super Bowls, correct?
Nah, I can't recall. I heard they cheated.
Well, regardless, right? They have 6 trophies, right? So what superstar running back or superstar wide receiver was on those teams?
You said superstar?
Corey
what do you mean superstar? You need competent. You need
Corey Dillon. He was a superstar running back.
No, he said look, True used to qualify as a superstar.
He was.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Corey Dillon was nice. Corey Dillon was one of the best running backs at that
he
time.
was nice, but he wasn't like.
So was LeGarrette Blount. But you know what the running backs that y'all specifically was talking about. You named specifically running backs that you're talking about.
Yeah, I named superstar.
But that being said, first of all, you named Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is overrated to me. He's not. First of all, Alvin Kamara he'll fit perfectly with the Patriots offense. About he's not no. And when I say he's overrated, people need to stop putting Alvin Kamara like in top 5 running back conversations. I don't think he's a good. I don't believe in running back like that star. It's just not sufficient. If you have a Derrick Henry in your team, I'm not saying if you don't have a chance to get a Derrick Henry, I'm not saying don't draft for Derrick Henry, but at the same time, let's picture Derrick Henry on the Patriots. He will have a longer shelf life and be longer shelf life if he was on the Patriots because he will have less carries and he still will produce and still put up numbers.
Yeah, but what you're saying is picking up running backs for 1 year. Shelf life doesn't mean anything. But what you're saying, it doesn't mean anything. You just get a running back 2 years. If he's competent, start him, and then get another backup running back. I mean, look at the Chiefs. They won a championship. They got rid of Damian, right?
Bro, they got one championship. Y'all got to stop making it seem like they are a dynasty, bro. They won one championship.
I didn't say they were a dynasty. I said they switched running backs.
But hold on. Yo, listen. Y'all stop trying to make it seem like they won one that y'all be swooping up that one championship like they won like a multiple ones or something like that. Y'all gotta stop that because and then who was they running back?
It was Damian Williams or something else.
Okay, they got Damian. Right? Okay, and Damian Williams is replaced. Like, listen,
yeah, that's what I said. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not saying I'm not downplaying bad running. I'm not defining like great running back. But at the same time, this is not 1990s or even early 2000s, whatever case may be. Where now that in that era, it's a different conversation because it was it was more of a run first. It was first game. Now, it's like even for the Titans, like for example, like Derrick Henry, like I mean, their offense has to be a little bit better because they can't. I mean, like I said, Derrick Henry got hurt. One of the reasons why he got hurt because he got a lot of carries. Now, if they had a system where okay, Derrick Henry can still shine, whatever the case may be, and have another running back in the backfield with him. You know what I mean? Look at Alabama. Alabama does the same thing. What I'm talking about, they have the same philosophy. What I'm talking about, they have 5-star running backs, right? They play 2 5-star running backs at the same time. My point, like I said, if you especially like I said, the offensive line, technically, like I said, the offensive line means more than having a running back because
that's true.
Because the offensive line starts for, I mean, you ain't gonna do nothing about the offensive line.
Well, all right, yeah.
I mean, so just cash out the $100, brother. Not having a running back can actually cost you because you became one-dimensional. Bro, you name one running back. Georgia has 4 running backs. Exactly. Like don't get me started on wide receivers because you already know how I feel about wide receivers.
I think true. I'm sorry to cut you. I think true. The issue with the running back is you can't treat every running back as if they are unique and special, right? There are some guys that are just unique and special. Kamara is unique and special because of his skill set, because of what he can do. So whether you have him top 5, top 10, he's unique and special. So they treat him as such. But every guy isn't Alvin Kamara, just like every guy isn't Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb, or there are some guys that are unique and special. You got to know if a guy is a good back or a very good back, he's a very good back, but it doesn't mean he's special.
Right, but here's the thing though, right? About that unique and special, you could be unique and special without being a quote unquote superstar running back. If that makes sense.
Hey, true. Was Shane Vereen a specialist? Sorry, Sean, but not to cut you off. Shane
Vereen was like he was a good running back. He was a good running back that could do certain things on the field that made him a unique running back. That's what I'm trying to say. Like LeGarrette Blount, he wasn't necessarily a superstar running back, but he was a unique talent. You know what I mean? Like for example, like like when you, but Sean just mentioned Alvin Kamara because of what he can do. He's a special, unique, like he's a rare commodity type of running back. You know what I mean? Like, but Emmitt, like people look at Emmitt Smith, right? Emmitt Smith, he's one of the best running backs of all time. A superstar, labeled as a superstar, top tier running back. But there's quarterbacks that not be as better than him, whatever, but was more unique to him. If that makes any sense. Like Derrick Henry is a unique player because of the fact that his size and how he can move. You know what I mean? How he can get to that second level and how he can move. Like there's.
I mean,
I get what you mean, True.
There were people, True, when Derrick Henry was coming out, they were comparing Derrick Henry to Brandon Jacobs. That they weren't sure he could be that dude.
Yeah.
Be a good back, but they weren't sure he could be that dude. But
he struggled. Yeah, definitely because he struggled at first. They had to get Eddie George. Did they bring Eddie George in?
That I'm not sure of, but it wouldn't shock me.
I actually a little bit.
But
I think you crazy thing about Derrick Henry though, specifically, because I was seeing the what's the dude with the Titans, the lineman? He got a podcast. I forgot the man's name. Why I forgot his name? Top of my head. The lineman on the Titans has a podcast. He got a podcast. There's one dude that was a linebacker. Dang. The pivot was on there, right? And Ryan Clark a hater too, man. He talked about Derrick Henry, best running back in the league. That was crazy. But I understand his criticism. I understand his criticism why he said that, but it was like, come on, man. I don't.
Yeah, but I think it's a matter of what you want. I think Derrick Henry is a perfect 2-down running back. But do I want him on the field on 3rd down? Unless it's 3rd and short. No, I don't want him.
Yeah, but that was it. But this is what Ryan Clark said. It wasn't necessarily about him being a 3rd down running back. It was about him being. Derrick Henry needs to be more physical, be more of a dominant. You know what I mean? Power back per se. Cause like when you see a bunch of Derrick Henry highlights, he do run people over, right? He's a lot all top. You an elite running back, you're gonna have those moments. You know what I mean? Breaking tackles, whatever case may be. But you would assume like how Derrick Henry's size, like he's punishing people. You know what I mean? He got the stiff arm. You know what I mean? That was like what Ryan Clark was saying. But I mean, being like that physical. You know what I mean? That like he's gonna go through you regardless. But like, cause Ryan Clark was saying, but that was like Ryan Clark's like criticism. But I mean, regardless of that, Derrick Henry's talents though is still, best running back in the league. Because what he does is like, that's just not easy.
Yeah, I think it comes down to what you want. You can't be on the field on 3rd down in a passing situation.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say too, though. And you have to if the Titans need another running back with them. You know what I mean? To take the pressure off. You know what I mean? And make the offense easier. Have a 3rd down running back. You know what I mean? That be part of a passing game. You know what I mean? That can catch out of the backfield. Because and that's the reason why, like I said, running backs. I mean, okay, man, when you're a running back, man, you get paid. Listen, you get your money right away. Because it's hard to get paid down that line.
True. You said the position should be changed. So, are you referring to players like Deebo Samuels?
I didn't say position needs to be changed. Positions. You need new positions to clarify because you need because like for example, running backs get a certain type of price point, right? They get a certain type of money they get, right? But let's be honest, every running back's not the same. We just named Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry are not nowhere near the same type of running back. Both talented or what they can do, you know what I mean? But like, why should be fair? Like, why should it be fair that just because the market is like, they gotta change that too. Like with this, that's what the NFL Player Association is garbage. Like, because players get paid off of what position if the market is, but for my position, right? If I do something different or I have more responsibility than that by my position, why I can't get more money? Like, remember, I don't know if y'all can remember the Jimmy Graham situation where he wanted specifically wide receiver money, but he was a tight end, but he was labeled as a tight end, so he couldn't get it.
Well, that's the bigger problem is not so much they need new positions. The bigger problem is the NFL has to stop paying guys based on position. That's the only thing that does that. That's the
So
problem.
like
If
That's
we're being
facts.
honest, no, if we're being honest, Dalvin Cook is more valuable to the Minnesota Vikings than Kirk Cousins.
Absolutely.
it
That's
definitely is.
true.
It definitely is. It's like that's the other part of the problem too. But also, I just feel though this football player like that. I mean, football players just box people in as football players. But honestly, like if you're like positions legit box people in, and sometimes to the detriment of the players. You know what I mean?
So true.
Being
Let me
boxed
ask you
in.
this question. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what's the difference between a player like Reggie Wayne, right, a wideout, and Brandon Stokely, who was a slot receiver? It was like you said the difference. What's the difference?
The difference, okay, the difference is a slot receiver is mainly a guy that works mainly in the slot. That's a bit. I mean, there's a lot of great wide receivers that's literally play majority in the outside. For
Okay,
example,
but go ahead. Sorry.
Randy Moss is one of the best wide receivers of all time. Correct,
That's correct.
but did he play? Did he? Who the hell was that? Who the hell was that?
What's what?
Rob, what are you doing, Rob?
Nigga, I'm listening to y'all.
I'm about to say something. But yeah, like Randy Moss barely had plays really in the slot. You already know what Randy Moss was going to line up. You already know he's going to play. He's going to be wide. He's going to be on the side. He going to play wide. And he going to go deep. He didn't really work inside that field like that.
I
Jared,
mean,
what
yeah.
are you
Why would he?
talking about? Wait
Why
a
would
second. What
Why
is
would
Jared
Randy
talking
go in
about
the
in the
slot?
chat? Jared, we know Vernon Davis was a tight end. What are you talking about,
Man, get out here.
Jared?
But that being said though, I mean, why would you? But that being said, that's what. But see, but and I'm not saying you need to be a great rock. I'm not saying you necessarily need to do such and such much as a work in the slot to be a great wide receiver because Randy Moss is still one of the best receivers of all time. It's just the fact that okay, when you compare him to like for example, like Jerry, like Russ Welker, like he legit he made his mark on the league playing mainly in the slot.
That was my man.
Who was your man?
Wes Welker.
Yeah, keep going, True.
Yeah, Wes Welker played mainly in the slot. So it's like it's a different type of first of all playing that slot is dangerous too. By the way, where it used to be dangerous, but even until this day, you're going to get hit one way or another. You're going to get hit.
What the hell Jared talking about? My
Yeah,
fault.
Jared, is Jared true? Do you want to put him on a timeout?
Man, I don't.
Okay,
Great
did
player
Cooper
never
Cup
played
line
that
up in the
slot.
slot this year?
Jerry Rice
Great,
couldn't play the slot.
great players are never gonna play the slot, bro.
That's dumb. Like,
excuse me.
And brother Amari, stop lying talking about Dion got a solid team. He got the worst team.
You
like
cap,
slot.
Tiffany.
Yeah, but like I said, technically, they already label it's not an official label or position per se. Like when you see on the like field or where you watch the game, but it technically already label slot receivers anyway. You know what I mean? That's why
Nah, I
low
get what
key.
you mean, True.
That's
I
why
get
low
what you
key
mean.
people low key forget about how great Russ Walker was because Russ Walker to me, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He should definitely get that.
He got the numbers right. He got the numbers.
He got the numbers. He got like five. He got five. He got 5 or 6 hundred reception seasons. I mean,
Yeah, but did he win a
1,000
chip as
yards.
a player? Yeah.
I mean,
Ain't no
But you
pump
ain't
no
gotta
chip.
win a chip though. You
he
ain't.
has
I
the
mean, you ain't
numbers
gotta
though.
win a championship to
But he
get in
definitely has
though.
the numbers though. So it's like, I mean, he let it like. So it's like, but he
Did
took
he get
over.
caught with something? Maybe that's why. Didn't he get caught with something?
No, he
Did he
never
say
got caught. He never
drugs?
got. No, he never took drugs.
No, that was
Okay.
Edelman.
You
Yeah,
said what?
Edelman did that. Yeah, Edelman. I know Edelman got popped.
Oh, that was well, I guess.
I mean, you may have a point with that Wes Welker, but remember, he's no Jabari Gaffney though.
You out of pocket, man.
Lee, you gonna stop it with that?
But yeah, like and the crazy thing about that's wild, man.
All right, there's no Reigns High School slander here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh man,
Brady. He was. What are you talking about, Jared? I'm about to block you because he was good in Denver.
Yeah,
Jared, I'm about to block you.
Whoa. Wes Walker, first of all, Wes Walker wasn't manufactured, bro. Bill Belichick saw talent in Wes Walker, and
you talking crazy.
I mean, Wes Walker. Listen, I mean, Wes Walker was one of and this is what I be talking about because Wes Walker don't get talked. Wes Walker made disrespect is he led the league in catches 3 different years, bro. He led the league in catches for 3 different years. People talk about like come on, bro, like. And he played in the era where I mean it was still like I said it was more physical you see now. So you playing that slot, it's the reason why Wes Walker retired.
Right, that nigga was getting
and McDuff is right.
Why,
it's hard for them wide
it's the
receivers.
reason why even playing the slot now is dangerous playing the slot now. It's less more than what back in the day. Especially man, Sean could tell you because he from watching the '90s and whatever. Anybody from the era. I mean, shoot, you play in that slot, you gonna get killed. It is what it is. That's what you signed up for. You know what I mean?
You come across the middle, you're gonna get killed.
It is what even like you say, even to this day, to a certain degree, you're going to get like Walker retired off of having concussions. He was forced to retire. Like even I seen,
my goodness.
Like you like.
I think that CTE shit really started.
Man, listen, bro. Look at all the like top. Look at all receivers that played a lot of their stuff in the slot. A lot of them guys got a lot of injuries. Julian Edelman, you know why he retired? He didn't retire by choice. That wasn't by choice. He had it. He was medically wasn't clear to play. But you know why? You know where he did most of his work at? In that slot. I forgot it was the one hit in the when we played against Seattle Super Bowl when y'all remember when Cam Chancellor hit him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real to this right now. They low key should have been probably in the back. He should have went to the dressing room, low key. They got away with that because he played it off. But like those type of I mean, listen, man. Like I said, tight ends like they go through the same thing. I mean, now we got tight ends now that go wide out, like they go more than ever now, but they still like work them. I mean, majority of tight ends still work majority of that. I mean, in that middle of that field, and you're going to get hit. Look at Gronkowski. Jordan Edelman not better than Wes Walker, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Who said that, Jared?
Yeah, Jared, like he need a little time out.
He's tougher. Now I'll say this though. Like he's better. Jill Edelman performed better in big games, but you trying to tell me if whoever I pick, I'm picking Wes Walker.
Yeah, I'm taking Wes.
Walker had better hands. It was a little bit more explosive. I'm taking Walker over Julian Edelman.
I'm picking neither. I want Bethel Johnson.
You got chill, man.
Lee.
Oh man.
Cam was trying to knock people's head. Leave Cam Chancellor alone, Jared. Okay.
Shit, man. Hey, listen, bro.
He was that dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like Chris Carter, Chris Carter played that. And like I said, you need and even playing in that when you play in the middle of the field, you better have hey man, X. You better have some good hands, man. Because like I said, the reason why a lot of them dudes got great hands because when you get hit, listen, man.
What up, man?
Did you just say Chris Carter? True.
Chris Carter.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't better than Carl the Truth Williams. So
you guys, oh my god. You know what, man? Chris Carter. Sometimes he kind of deserved that disrespect a little bit because man,
that was
my mama was wrong.
I can't remember. That's yo. He
Yeah,
really
he
shit on
trying to
dude.
throw Adrian Peterson under the bus. Man, Chris Carter, you
Nah,
wrong
he's
for
no.
that.
No, I
That
don't
was
care.
silly.
I don't care. I don't really care necessarily for the Adrian Peterson. When he put his mama, he threw his mama under the bus. Like, come on, that was
I'm not
unnecessary,
no,
bro.
but I'm saying you thought Adrian, but you put your
No,
mama
it's
in, and my
funny.
mama
That
was
interview was
wrong.
lit.
Shut up.
That was you didn't have to do all that, bro. Like you could have like my mama was wrong. Like, come on, bro. Like like, come on, bro. You was
She was
crazy.
wrong. She was
Yep.
wrong for
And
disciplining your
true.
Hey,
ass.
Hitman,
And true.
we ain't doing a Hitman, bro.
And
The kill
true.
area is a bum, man. I'm
And true.
tired
And
of
true.
the
And just because of that Chris Carter comment with him throwing his mom under the bus, that's why I'd rather have Jerome Pathon. There, I said it.
Oh my god, man. Man,
I'm
that
So
man.
Lee, you should be glad what happened to him at first thing first when he got fired over there.
I'm trying to get Sean to laugh. That's what I'm really trying
Man,
to do.
the kill Harry is man. He gotta go. I'm sick of time. Now I ain't gonna. He gotta go. He's a
True.
bust.
Is N'Keal Harry really that bad?
He's garbage, bro. Only thing he can do is block. And this is the problem. You don't get drafted first round or just to block.
I agree. You just make it seem as if he's the worst player in history.
He's garbage, bro. He really trash. Like he really trash. I can't really explain it. Like he makes a play every 10 games. I'm not even lying to you. Like it's really like that. He really that bad.
The fact
Yeah,
that
Lee, he gonna like to kill her like you can't stand Baker Mayfield. So
I ain't
there we
gonna
go.
hold you. T.O. right now probably take the Kill Harry spot right now. T.O. I guarantee you. Like I take T.O. right now over the Kill Harry.
hey, I'm just saying. I'm just trolling about N'Keal Harry, but
I take Jerry Rice right now over Kill. I take Jerry Rice right now. He can put the pads on right now.
True. The fact that I remember saying this, I actually thought the Patriots were going to draft DK Metcalf in the first round. That's what I thought.
That whole wide receiver draft period was weird because Hollywood Brown would draft over them dudes too. That shit was crazy, yo. That's wild.
Hey,
Like,
leave Hollywood alone now.
Hollywood Brown,
Hollywood, I can't
too.
catch. Brown.
Hollywood Brown ain't like that
That's
either,
Lamar's
man.
chauffeur on Sunday. Leave him alone.
Oh, come on, man. Hollywood Brown ain't like that either, though, man. I
Hey,
take him over
watch
to Harry though. I take him over to Kill Harry though. I ain't gonna.
Wait. True. I got one for you. Sean may know who this person is. So True. Would you take Nay Brown over N'Keal Harry?
Nay Brown.
Nay Brown.
Oh my!
Who the hell he played for, Lee?
That sounds like that.
For like 2 years and barely got any playing time. I'm really trying to get Sean to laugh today.
I'm not paying you any attention,
Come on, Sean. Don't hurt my feelings like that.
Yeah, no.
Like that's just crazy.
We're not doing that.
True. You want me to blog after what Jared just said? Do you need time out? Do you need to get timed out for this one?
Wait, let me read it.
Yeah, read the comment.
N'Keal, I don't use God and awful the same sentence because God is not awful. But N'Keal is awful, bro. But the QB players don't help either. He had washed up Cam and Mac Jones as QB players. Neither have great arms, bro.
Hey, y'all do realize, right? If Mac Jones a Pro Bowl his rookie year, bro. I mean, I don't know why y'all guys.
True. Let's keep this in context.
What do you mean in context? I don't care. He made a Pro Bowl. I don't care what type of context you put it.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
Jackson declined it. Josh Allen declined it. That's the only reason why his ass is on it. Let's stop.
Listen. He was good enough. The point of it is he was good enough to make it. We all know about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. As a replacement, you got that right.
Good enough.
You be clowning Devin Booker for him.
You claim something y'all don't watch.
I don't listen. All I'm saying is this though. I ain't say Devin Booker was trash. I ain't never said Devin Booker was trash either.
No, I'm talking about the Pro Bowl.
I'm saying,
y'all don't watch.
Bro, but first of all, the Pro Bowl basically means that somebody's playing. Pro Bowl it's still an accolade. You get voted on how you are off your play, so it does mean something. Now you're talking about the game, but the game itself is trash. But let's not do that, Ralph. That's a bad take. Let's not. You're trying to go to this rabbit hole. You're trying to do. It's not going to work.
I say it's meaningless.
We said the game is meaningless, but being a Pro
Yeah, the
Bowl still
game
means
is,
something.
Ralph, but being selected though
You
is
get
still
you get
something.
voted. You get voted being a Pro Bowl before the game even happens. So you get voted on a Pro Bowl off what you do in the regular season. So I never said Devin Booker didn't deserve to be All Star. I never said he didn't deserve to be All Star. I
No,
just
but you
said
used to make the little jokes
but I
about
did say
that.
hold on. But I did say that. But I didn't say he didn't deserve to ever be no damn All Star. I never said that, but he was playing definitely on the All Star level, so it made sense. You can play at the All Star level and not make an All Star. He isn't a Pro Bowler, but if I go type in his resume, his accolades, Pro Bowl would be on it.
/ reserve.
And three of them now. Y'all boosting it. Only two of them opted out, so let's not
Yeah, it
lie.
was only two of them. Who
That's
said
not
Jerry? Get
lying.
your facts right. It was only two
Not
of
lie.
them.
Like I mean, still people opted out, but still, I mean, other quarterbacks could have got put over him. That's all I know. So Ben Roethlisberger could have played a Pro Bowl. I mean,
God no, he need to retire. Not
Ryan
playing
Tannehill.
again.
Ryan Tannehill could have done it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mac Jones, man. Mac 10, man. I don't know why people hate on that man for it. Like, get that man some weapons. All y'all got to get that man some weapons. Y'all gonna see what he do. I understand he needs to work on his arm talent, but that's going to come. He playing in. Look at the weather he playing in. That's going to come. You can work on arm strength. I don't know why people try to make it seem like you can't work on arm strength. Now, will he ever have a super cannon? No. That you gotta be natural with them type of certain gifts, like what somebody like Josh Allen has, right? Joe Burrow was a Pro Bowler. He played in the fucking Super Bowl. He didn't play because he played in the Super Bowl, Jerry. It's like, I'm about to, all right, bro. You man sound crazy. Joe Burrow was a Pro Bowler, bro. If I ain't mistaken. I
Yeah,
don't know.
retract that fast.
Either way, I don't know. And y'all gotta stop comparing Joe Burrow to Mac Jones too. I'll be seeing a lot of that shit corny. That shit the most corny shit ever. And that
You
man
gotta
got
explain why
Jamar.
that's corny.
That shit
Why is it
corny.
corny?
That shit
Because
corny
why
shit
are you
ever.
comparing? But
That
Dion,
shit
why are you
corny
comparing
shit
him?
ever.
He's a rookie.
It's corny.
Compare him to his
Right.
class.
It's corny as shit because the motherfucker got way better weapons than Mac Jones do. And y'all want to sit here and compare. Y'all gonna compare a dude that don't have a number one wide receiver on his team. Higgins is better than every receiver on the Patriots, bro. Let's not play that game.
Yeah,
So we
Dion,
gotta
you
wait
can't do
until
that.
hold on.
Yeah,
Now
So we
you
gotta
Dion.
want
wait
to
until
troll. Let's
Mac
not
Jones
do
gets
that.
number
Man,
one
he ain't
That
never
shit
receiver.
is
had a number
corny.
one wide receiver.
Who?
Who?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Randy Moss, bro.
He did
That
no
was
one.
not the
Randy Moss
same
said they
Randy
did.
Moss. We ain't going
Bro,
with that.
I'm about to block. Nah, bro, I'm really about like, bro. I'm about to kick you out this panel, bro. Like, I'm not. I'm not gonna even argue that what you just said, bro.
So fat.
You just that's some
Didn't he
dumbass
retire
shit,
after
bro.
that?
Shit, some
No,
dumbass.
he
Like,
didn't
come on,
retire
bro.
after
I'm
that.
not gonna entertain that shit. What you just
Cook him,
said, bro.
Ralph.
That is
Did
like
he
we're
win a
not.
chip with him?
Ralph, you always
No,
say
he
Ralph,
didn't.
They
And that was my
made
team at the
history,
time.
Ralph. They had
Ralph,
history. They made
That's
Ralph,
history
history.
and that
Ralph, he had his
undefeated
best.
shit don't mean nothing.
Ralph, he
Oh,
had his. Ralph, he had his. Shut up, Ralph. He had his best season
Shut
ever.
up,
Shut
nigga.
up.
That was my
Shut
team.
up, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ralph,
what
get
you
him, Ralph.
you shut
Fuck
up,
them.
bro. That's you. You're not even a real Patriots fan. Stop it.
No,
You're a
nigga,
Brady
I was a
fan.
Patriots fan before you was fucking
You
born.
were a Brady
Fuck is you
fan, bro.
talking
You
about?
was a Brady. You were a Brady fan. You're not.
What do you
Why you
even
not
do
a
about
Patriots fan?
football as a
Then
Patriots fan?
why hold on?
Relax.
Then why you not a Patriots fan now? Then why you
Because
not
I
a
don't
Patriots
watch
fan now?
football.
All right, bro. Yeah, no. You was a
That
Brady
was because
fan.
of the cat shit. What you
You
talking
was a
about?
Brady fan. You was certain,
No.
bro. You're born in the early '90s, bro. You're
Nigga,
born in the early
I was a
'90s.
fucking Patriots fan with Drew Bledsoe. Stop it.
All right, bro. That makes sense. Even though you're an Eagles fan, a Philly. Okay,
Never
that
was an
makes a
Eagles
lot of
fan.
sense. That makes a lot
Never
of
was an
sense.
Eagles fan.
so
That
you
Makes a
nigga
lot
wasn't
of
last
caring
sense.
year
for
he was
you
from the
wasn't.
ball.
So when they won the Super Bowl, you wasn't happy for the Eagles as far as Philly.
No. I
Damn.
wasn't even happy when the fucking Phillies won. I was in high school when they won. I didn't even skip school to go to the fucking parade. So what's this nigga talking about?
Nigga talking about Randy Moss.
I wasn't a fan when they went in 2001. When they played my Lakers. I'm not even a Sixers fan now.
Man, that's crazy.
Either way, you should have said the dumbest shit in the world, bro.
Did they win the chip?
You said the dumbest shit in the world.
With 9?
Bro, he had it, bro. Randy Moss had his best season. Randy Moss had his best season ever, but you sit there and say he never had a
ball. He never won.
Bro. I don't give a damn what the fuck you talking, bro. You sound dumb as shit, bro. You always come on here and say it's dumb ass shit.
DeAndre, I'm speaking facts, and you don't like
What fact did you say? What fact did you say? You said you said you.
That was his best season.
Fact you said? All right, bro. You always do this every time. You sit for and say a outrageous statement, then move the goalpost and argue some shit that you argue and start a whole other point that deflect what you say when you just said. You always do that dumb ass. Like, come on, bro. Stop that shit.
What I said. I said
bro. You just said, bro. This is what you just separate did. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you did. You just said that Randy Moss, Tom Brady never played with a number one wide receiver, and I said Randy Moss, and this is exactly what you said. Randy Moss, they didn't win a Super Bowl with each other. You just said a statement that's saying that he never played with one wide receiver, but you moved the goalpost and said something different shit. Stop doing that shit, bro. You stop doing that, bro. At that time. Okay, bro. You sound dumb as hell, bro. You listen. So he didn't make All Pro. So he did.
He had the best numbers out of wide receivers that whole season.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't, Ralph. No, he didn't, Ralph.
Okay. So no, he didn't, Ralph. Wide receiver.
No, he didn't, Ralph. No, he didn't, Ralph. So you believe what I just said? No, he didn't, Ralph.
I know he didn't.
No, he didn't. So who did then?
Somebody getting cooked.
He didn't.
So who did then?
Show me this Carfax.
So you're trying to tell me in 07, Pro Bowler, first team All Pro, led league in touchdowns. I mean, who was playing better than Randy Moss?
Did he win the chip?
Name me a receiver that was playing better than Randy Moss.
Hakeem Hicks.
You got the most receptions?
This nigga here, bro.
Do you got the most receptions?
This nigga here, bro.
Yes or no?
Right. So he had a story. Just because
I'm gonna answer that question. Since you talk about you're a real Patriots fan, because that's still a dumbass. Like, you know who led league in receptions. You should know who led league in receptions that year. So you trying to tell me, Wes Walker. So you're trying to tell me. Yeah. So you're trying to tell me that Wes Walker was the number one on the team than Randy Moss. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Did he get MVP?
Answer the question. All right, you can take a break, bro. You can take a break. You can take a break, bro. You can take a break, man. Cause that's we're not doing that shit, bro. You always do that some nut ass shit. That's like, come on, bro. You don't have to have the best numbers to be a runner. Like, that's down. Like, come on, bro. You just said Randy Moss was a number one wide receiver and try to justify that. Like,
hold on, true pull numbers. Was he a number one?
I'm not putting up no numbers, bro. I'm not doing that, man.
Story 23 times.
I'm not doing that. Listen. If you're questioning what Randy Moss did in 07, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm not like, come on. Like, that sound dumb as hell.
Hey, somebody pulled the numbers for Randy Moss in 07.
I don't care. Now you got nerds. Hey, come on, bro. We're not putting no numbers up because that's dumb. That's a dumb take. How you lead league in touchdowns and like receiving yards?
We got to test the validity of Ralph's argument. True. Come on.
Man, we're not testing shit, bro. We can move on. That was
Dion, I would like to know your strategy. What you thinking about when you was drafting?
Excuse me? I'm sorry.
I would like to know, what was your strategy when you decided to draft?
You got to talk to my agent. He was drafting for me.
No, that was you in the chat, Dion.
No, that was my agent. He was drafting for me.
Yeah, Dion, you play Klay Thompson your first pick.
Again, my
That's
agent was
horrible,
drafting
bro.
for me, so
Nah,
he had a
it
game
did.
plan in
Horrible,
mind.
And Mac did call you. I said, Dion, what is you on? Yeah, what was you on?
Again, my agent drafted for me. He's a smart guy. He know what he's doing.
Yeah, what up, Taj, man?
What up, Taj?
What
Somebody
up,
with some
Screw? What up?
football knowledge, Taj. Thank
You cap, Tiffany. Your team sucks anyway.
you. I didn't even draft Dion.
I'm talking about
done
I'm
it
talking
in
about the
years.
Commanders or whatever their name is.
Excuse me, I'd rather be a Commanders fan than a Chicago Bears fan.
Yeah, well, we got history, so I don't know
We
what you
got
guys
history
got. You
too,
got what,
Negro.
hogs?
We got history too.
Also, it's not the Commanders, it's the commies. Okay.
Oh,
It's the commies.
Wait a minute, we're not gonna disrespect this franchise.
Hold on.
This is a
every
storied
team,
franchise.
every team with 3 syllables in their name gets a nickname. That's how it works. So
They were
named
forced to
Commanders.
change their name. Okay, this is what happened.
Yeah, but they
We were
had better
forced to
nicknames to
change
choose
their
from.
name.
They could have went with the Red Hawks. They had better names to choose from.
The
Well,
Red
that
Wolves.
red might have insulted people, so that's why they probably did.
So this man, I apologize. That shit really pissed me off. That man Ralph was trying to argue that shit though, man. Like I don't even like. Brandon Marshall was not no best receiver in 07. Y'all got to stop that shit, bro. Like y'all really got, like y'all really got to stop, bro. The man Randy, bro. Randy Moss broke the record. It's still a record to this day. What are y'all talking about? He had 23 touchdowns in that season.
Who said this in the chat? Too? I just can't.
What are y'all talking about, bro? You said Brandon Marshall. Like, come on, bro. You better be advised. You better be on the next podcast. Hit me next saying that shit, bro. You better be on the next podcast.
I mean, we gotta verify the arguments, true. Hold on.
I'm not verifying, bro.
When was Brandon Marshall ever the number 1 wide receiver?
This is a debate show, isn't it?
Hey, listen.
If you are right, you gonna smash Dion in that tournament. You got that right.
I'm gonna smash Mac there.
Hey, listen, Hitman. You better be. That was crazy. That was pause. That was crazy. Come on, bro. You got chill on that. But listen, Hitman, you better be on the next. You better be a permanent guest on the I Am Athlete. What that take, bro? Hold on, why you keep typing in the same comment?
He does the worst
time out, Jared. We post the same. He's spamming in the comments.
All right, I'm gonna time him out.
Come on, bro. What do you keep saying the same?
Yeah, he's in time out.
Jared is really a bot.
Thank you. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not reading all that shit, bro.
I didn't ask you that, True.
I
told you could do it. I told you could do it.
I do have a question about this Randy Moss argument. So,
Reggie Wayne a better receiver? Argument, bro.
Was Reggie Wayne better than 07 Randy Moss?
He was not, bro.
Was he?
He wasn't. I'm not. We all know who the best receiver was, bro. It was Randy Moss. 07. I'm not debating that. We can move
John
on.
Madden. Ask John Madden. Was better.
Listen. All I know is this: it ain't been a guy to break that record. That's all I know. Randy Moss had 23 touchdowns in a season. You know how hard it is to get 23 touchdowns in a season. It's not easy to do.
We can make that look big. You love bringing up them 49ers.
That record wouldn't even matter because Jerry Rice got 22 in 12 games in one season.
Damn it, Sean. You see, Sean. Damn it, man. Hey, God.
And we're not breaking up Jerry Rice after that
commercial.
He's still on my hit list
but Jerry Rice is a GOAT. But that being said, though, God damn it, Jerry. But that being said, we talk about specifically 07. What he did what Randy Moss did in 07 was come on, man. What he did in 07.
Was it that great? I mean,
hey, man, look. 23 touchdowns in 16 games.
For y'all to say Brandon Marshall, now come on, that was just ridiculous. That was disrespectful.
That wasn't bad. Come on, Brandon Marshall Brandon Marshall was never a top 3 receiver in the league, bro.
Exactly, never.
Brandon Marshall was never top 3 in the league, and he was. Hold up, I ain't gonna hold up, man, because Brandon Marshall don't even know salary cap in the NBA is, bro. I don't even talk that man.
You're right.
That man was never. That man was. I mean, he was top 5 at one point in time. I can't even cap.
That man never knew that the salary cap in the
Now
NBA
Andre
was
Johnson, we
guaranteed
know about
money.
Andre Johnson, Mac. That he
Was
not
David
underrated.
Tyree,
What you
was he
talking
better
about?
than Randy Moss in 07?
All
Who?
right, bro.
Tyree?
Who?
We're gonna move on,
Yo,
bro.
come on now. Yo.
We're gonna move on.
Dion trolling now. Dion
We can
being
move
funny
on. We can
now.
move on. We can move on. Who's your team again, Dion? Who's your team again?
I'm sorry,
Chicago
who?
Bears.
I'm sorry, who?
Oh, okay. Chicago Bears. Brandon Martin. That's her soft spot. That Brandon Marshall did, huh?
Oh no, okay.
Overrated.
Chill out.
Brandon Marshall would not.
Okay.
Brandon Marshall ain't going to the Hall of Fame. How about that? He's not a Hall of Famer, man.
He wasn't a Bear for that long, so
Y'all put him as 100 greatest Bears of all time. Y'all did
I
that.
don't recall that list. You'll have to
Y'all
fact check
did.
that.
That's a fact. It's a fact.
You'll
Y'all
have
put
to
him
fact
100. He's
check that.
100
You'll
greatest
have to.
Bears of all time.
You can't just say that without pulling up the facts. I mean,
It is a fact. Go look it up.
Show the viewers. Show the viewers.
I'm probably doing another. You know how you don't know that you a Bears fan.
I can't recall that list. No.
Yo, he like
He
that.
actually is he's on there.
Listen. Anybody here can fact check me. He's on the 100 greatest Bears of all time list. He's on that list. 100
Dion,
greatest,
y'all must was doing
100
bad
players.
at that time.
He's the top 100 Bears player of all time.
Yeah, the Bears. I mean, yeah, I know the Bears have been trashed like the past 5 years. I
It
don't
ain't
know.
more than 5 years. Stop lying now, Dion.
It's
Stop
been
the
about 5
lying.
years. No, it's not lying. What you mean, huh? That's not lying.
It's been more years than that.
Nah, it hasn't been that many years. Nah.
He played 6 years. He only played Chicago. He only played 2 years in Chicago.
I told you.
But that just shows you how it shows how bad your organization's been, to tell you the truth, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Shout out to Walter Payton. The bright spot.
They did him dirty too, Drew. They did him dirty.
The bright spot. Shout out to Walter Payton.
Nah, shout out to Mr. Trubisky, man. He a real.
What?
Yeah.
Dion, now you need to be ashamed of yourself.
What's wrong with
Andre Johnson's underrated. You salute Khalil. Andre Johnson definitely is underrated. One of the best receivers out in his era. I tell you that.
And look what he had to play with, and look what quarterbacks he had to play with.
Matt Shaw was decent.
Yeah, he was decent.
It's like no.
Decent my
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but Andre Johnson definitely was. Andre Johnson definitely was. He definitely was a problem. So he played for the U too. Played for the U. Even though you ain't been shit since then during that era, but it is what it is.
Hey, can I ask a question unrelated? Anybody seen the Batman this weekend?
Nope.
No, I haven't.
Is that the movies?
I seen they got mixed reviews though.
It shouldn't have got mixed reviews.
So you saying it's good?
Yeah, I loved it.
So I gotta watch it.
Is that the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Zoe. I know Zoe Kravitz in it.
Is that the reason you're going to see Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah, is that the reason you're going?
No, I was just curious. She was like Catwoman. She Catwoman or something. I was just curious. She was Catwoman.
Oh, you were curious, huh? Yeah.
She Catwoman in it?
Yeah, she is Catwoman. She's Selena Kyle.
Like, I guess they're gonna put. I mean, I guess the black woman playing Catwoman now. But okay.
But but you know who originated that? True. Let's give respect to the person who actually did.
I thought the comics was the original comic Catwoman was white, right? That's what because my whole thing is like I don't like I don't know. I call it tokenism. I don't like that type.
What are you
do
talking
shit
about?
like
Did
that,
you see when Earth the Kid played it? She actually did a good job.
I'm not saying but I'm saying, but if in the comics, Catwoman was originally white. If Catwoman was originally white in the comics, I don't know. Now movies, if it's a tradition, it may be a little bit different if the movie say situation. If that's, I don't know. I don't like shit like that. Just me personally. Like when people say, like, that's why
you said tokenism. I'm sorry, tokenism. That's what you said.
For example, like people talk about, like even like I don't even like I'm not really a big fan of necessarily the Miles Morales stuff, bro, because like it's not original. You just put a black face in spot, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree
Like
with
it's
far as
lazy and
that though,
shit. It's
Dion. Like I
lazy.
don't want to see no
It's
I mean black
lazy.
Batman
It's,
ain't been
There's a
black,
comic
so
based
why
on
even
Miles
make him a
Morales.
black Batman? I don't like that if they did that. Like he never been.
Say it
it's
again, Sean.
lazy.
No, there's a comic based on Miles Morales. Like this
No,
wasn't
no,
brand
it is
new.
though. But I'm saying, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying like he's. Of course, I know it's Spider-Man, but I'm saying it's lazy. You just like okay, it's not like it's just lazy to me because why you can't make original black characters?
I mean, they do, but I think
They're
a lot
not getting. They don't get shined though. They don't. They definitely don't get shined. Like it's like when people get hyped up. Oh, a black super, and then they make a black Superman
Salute
movie. Like
Citizen Lou.
Citizen. Like I
Citizen
don't like
Rule.
stuff like that. Make original. Make original.
Yeah, I
Like that's
agree
why.
with that. I agree
That's
with
why
that.
when
I
that's why
agree with that.
movies. That's why movies like Blade. And I'm not saying. Of course, I mean Spider-Man, Miles Morales. That's going to sell because of course, it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of the most popular superheroes ever. It's always going to sell. But that's why Blade and like Black Panther. They when they came into the scene, it was a big deal. You know what I mean? Even Luke Cage and Luke Cage. I mean, Luke Cage. I mean, you however you want to feel about Luke Cage, Salute Nally. It's still when it came to the on TV, it was a big deal. You know what I mean? And people watched it and gravitated towards it. Like you know what I mean? So I don't. I
and
mean,
and, and and again, I think it's not just so much you make the person a black character, you give them something different. So Miles Morales has a different. His powers are actually better than Peter Parker's powers. It's more
yeah, that
advanced.
would make that's what Morales is a better character than Peter. Yeah, I get yeah. He is though. Like even like let's say like they do like a black Wolverine in the new MCU. Like that'd be corny. Like
They can sign me. I'm the perfect height, perfect size. You know, I got acting
that
ability,
and
charisma.
be on PEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit be crazy milestone. That shit. Now I know Pete. Now I know I'm gonna say this before somebody may say, "What about Green Lantern?" That's a little bit different because the Green Lantern is a Green Lantern Corps is a bunch of Green Lanterns.
The core that's
So
different.
that's a little
Yeah.
bit different. That's a little bit different. But
But
I'm
here's the
talking about
argument. Here's the counter argument, True. There's a bunch of Spider-Mans. So, I
that.
mean,
But see, but that's why that's why it's still successful because it's definitely right. It's the point of the Spider Verse thing. So it's like I'm not. I mean, and like I said, and give Marvel props on Miles Morales, he's definitely a developed character. I gotta give props on that. He's like exceptional. But like when people like what other character they do? But it's not even just black. It's just like when they be doing like Captain Marvel. That shit corny, bro. I don't give a that shit is corny. Like the new Captain Marvel was that's corny.
what's
Like
not to like? She's blonde, strong. You
she's
know,
not the original Bonet. They only did that. They only did that for feminism reasons, bro. That's the reason why they changed Captain Marvel to a woman. It is what it is.
I
I mean,
mean,
I don't get into
it
identity
does.
politics.
It does. Well, it actually technically is Miss Marvel, right? The way her powers were passed is different in the movie than it was in the comic book. So
Yeah.
some of it was they wanted to have a female lead and all that stuff. You get it, but they could have done it better. Point blank, it could have been done a
Yeah, that's
lot.
what I'm saying. Like Miss Marvel is a real like. Oh, okay, you had Miss Marvel. Why you gotta replace her and mold her like combine her with Captain Marvel? You know what I mean? That's like it's unnecessary.
Right. But also, the original Captain Marvel was in DC because the original Captain Marvel is
Oh,
actually man.
oh yeah, yeah. Comic book, man. Comic is it's a lot of politics, not comic game, man. I'm trying to. I don't know how that is an interesting field, man. Copying and taking people ideas and all that. Because now it's like people get confused on that. Because I was like, it's two Captain Marvel, but the DC they call him Shazam. Quote, unquote. I don't know. It's the same thing.
Because Marvel got the rights to use Captain Marvel first.
Yeah. It's like, and it's like, it's like they use. I don't know how they can do this too. Like they use Greek mythology. Who owns Greek mythology?
Along with all the, oh,
Like who? Nobody has a license for Greek mythology.
no, I don't think there is a license for that.
Because like I'm curious why you can see different type of Zeuses and stuff like for example God of War or like DC or Marvel, right? You see these type like Greek mythology characters and different, like, you know what I mean? I was always curious on that. Like, how can that, you know what I mean? I guess you can't. I guess you can't. You can't copyright that type of stuff.
I mean, it's just like Shakespeare or Romeo and Juliet. I
Like
mean,
you can't copy. I guess you can't copyright like Jesus, whatever. You can put Jesus anywhere too, right? God, like you can't.
yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, you see so many,
I guess you
Christian
can't
films. Yeah,
copyright. Guess you can't copyright that. Like,
I mean, they're dead.
not even necessarily that. I don't know. That's just interesting to me. Like, people try to copyright anything. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, am I going to argue with Aristotle about his works? I mean, he's dead. What's he gonna
because
do?
people, yeah, I agree, 30, but Miss Marvel will be much better. And saw how it was. Yeah, she's Batman. Y'all need to check Batman out, man.
No, I loved it. No, I loved it. It was. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was definitely well worth going to see.
Was it a gritty film? A dark, violent.
To me, this film captured who Batman really is.
Oh snap! That's interesting. Now I gotta.
Yeah.
Come on now, listen, man. Hey DC, you want to? Hey, I see you trying to do something. You got the Peacemaker. You made a Peacemaker, so you got the Batman, whatever. You got Batwoman got a show, Batgirl, whatever. Give Static Shock a show, man. It's about damn time. Give Static Shock a TV series or a movie. It's about time, man.
What it is, it's just somebody got to want to develop it. True, that's all.
Right.
They want to develop it.
Static Shock is because he's a relatable character. It's gold. That's a like when you talking about equivalent to a potential equivalent to a success when it comes to like a Spider-Man, whatever. That's Static Shock right there. DC got it. They got it right there. Ain't like just sitting there. Me personally, I like Static Shock a little bit more than Spider-Man to me. Me personally, I love Static Shock, man. Static Shock was fire, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember the episode. Dude, man, Gear got shot, man. That was crazy, but that was real. I'm like, oh snap! Dude got shot. Dude brought the gun out. He was getting bullied.
Yeah, they had like real life stuff going on. And stuff.
Man, Rubber Band Man was dyslexic. I didn't know what dyslexic was before I watched Static Shock.
Facts. That's funny.
Listen, man, I ain't know what gangs and all that, like gangs and all that. I mean, you see
how they dealt with the death of his mother, all that stuff, man.
Man, that was listen, that was
Static Shock. They really covered.
Hey, listen, it was learning, action. Then the crossovers was fire. The TV show, the crossovers was fire. We had the Justice League, the Teen Titans.
Yeah, Justice League Unlimited.
I think Michael B. Jordan developed, man. I don't trust Michael B. Jordan developing that shit, though, for some reason, man. I don't trust that, man. I don't know. I don't know. I heard they're doing Creed 3, though. I don't know. I'm going to watch that shit.
Yeah, he's directing
Creed 3.
I'm going to watch it, man. I love the Rocky series, though, man. I watch every Rocky movie. And in that whole universe. The funniest one though was the fifth one was the funniest one though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Which one?
The fifth one had me in tears, yo.
Which one? Which series you about?
Tommy Gunn.
Oh, that's the worst.
When they went broke. I would have whooped Paulie's ass, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have been in jail. That ain't gonna let you. That man Paulie messed the bag up. They was in the you made millions of dollars. You worked. Listen, you put your life on the line, right? This is where you look at Rocky. You put your life on the line in the ring, just so another dude had bad money management, and y'all back in the hood. That's crazy, man. They had a great value Don King in there. Touch me and I'll sue. Shit.
where he was fighting in the street. He fought Tommy Gunn in the street. I was crying.
Right, the Rocky 2. Rocky 2 is better than Rocky 1.
The fifth one is like the worst.
I think they're equals personally, but for different reasons.
Yeah, because it tied in to like one. You needed one vice versa. You know what I mean? Because it was like basically like a continued like legit like the you know what I mean? Oh man, like.
But Balboa did lose that second fight though. He lost that second fight. Apollo Creed beat him in that second fight. I don't care what they say.
Well, he won the third fight though, man. He won that's what I love about the Rocky series too, because in effect like the Rocky's character, like he like even like they gave Paulo that love, you know what I mean? That how great a fighter he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like, oh, listen, all the success I had, I had to draw with him the first time, beat him the second time, but I would never bury him.
Yeah.
So it was like
Balboa is my third favorite movie of that franchise.
Yeah, Balboa was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Balboa was fire.
Yeah.
Damn, man. They said how Antonio Tarver got that role because he beat Roy Jones.
Yes. Yeah.
So like that's
never the same after. I tell you, after fighters do movies, they ain't never the same.
Antonio Tarver was feeling himself, man. He got that shit. He was feeling himself. He got that Rocky movie. Yeah, Roy Jones it would have been a better movie if Roy Jones was in it though.
Roy Jones and what?
If he played Antonio Tarver character on Balboa, that should have been hilarious. I ain't gonna hold you.
Can he even act?
No. But that's what I'm trying to say. It would have been funny. It would have been funnier though. Nah, Clever Lang was out of pocket though. Clever Lang was out of pocket.
But he was hilarious.
Clever Lang was he was yo.
The funniest thing about Rocky 3 was when Hulk Hogan was in the beginning of the movie.
That was before. You know what's crazy? That was before he was in the WWE.
Yeah.
Like he was. That's how like that was like dang like he was juiced up. That motherfucker was big as a motherfucker. I'm like, God damn.
I'm more partial to Rocky 4, even though Rocky 4 is cheesy. But I'm more partial to Rocky 4.
It was sad though. When Apollo died though, man.
Yeah. He ain't throw that damn towel. He said, throw the damn towel. He ain't throw the towel.
Yo, that's one of the craziest memes ever though now, yo. That's just wild.
Damn towel.
Like he got the crying face, like throw the damn towel.
Yeah.
Like that is traumatic though. Like, see, that was like you see the like throw in the damn towel.
That's how I be when Ralph be getting cooked, man. I'm just like Ralph.
That's how Dion gonna get cooked in his first game.
I need to add that. I need to add that little video clip on here. That'd be funny.
I wish I would have drafted Dion because I would have called you out immediately.
I need to put that.
You're way too confident. You need to pipe down.
Well, everybody's supposed to be confident. What are you talking about?
You supposed to be humble. No.
No.
I ain't humble.
Luke Cage was shit to me. Now the first season was fire.
No, the first season was good. I just didn't like the direction it went.
I like the Defenders. The first season was fire, and the Defenders was pretty good. But after
they made him basically the drug dealer. Like,
that was corny. That was corny as shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold. That was corny. I'm like, why would you?
See, there was a conspiracy. True, they wanted to cancel the show. That's why they turned it that way.
Listen,
he supposed to be standing up for the good.
They supposed to be on Disney Plus now. The Netflix show.
Watching.
I'll watch. I'll watch. I'll listen. I'm still watching. If they had a new season, Luke Cage, I will.
That second season, that just like that turns you off.
Like he
ended up being a bad guy.
Like I like that. That didn't make no sense. Like at least turn into a community center or something. Like you just gonna turn that to you're going to get having the same people in the club. Like come on, man.
that coffee shit he used to do was corny. That coffee pickup line was funny as shit though. I ain't gonna hold you. Want to get some coffee?
I might have to use that.
What are you talking about? People love coffee. Sure, what are you talking about?
That's a good way to get to know.
Nah, coffee is horrible.
Actually, get coffee at 2:00 in the morning, man. You that was funny. That was hilarious, man.
Yeah, you like, can we meet for coffee? Like, yeah, that's a good way to get to know somebody. That way you only spend about $10. And if it don't work out, you only spend $10.
Yeah, shit.
Nah, I'm too cheap for that, Sean.
You cheap. That's why you won't get a date, Dion. If you can't pay for coffee.
hey, listen.
I
if
definitely
you can't pay
ladies
for Starbucks
love a man
coffee,
that can
you are
save,
cheap.
Hey, Starbucks ain't cheap, man.
I know it's not cheap. I just paid for one last week treating somebody. That was $13 I spent on that coffee.
How y'all feel about Black Lightning? Black Lightning was cool.
I did like Black Lightning the first season. I did like it. Really
Black Lightning was cool. It was
and I like the actor. He been acting for years. He just ain't get it. He been acting for years.
I'm mad they didn't do a Painkiller spinoff. I'm mad they didn't do that. He did Painkiller was had me crying.
I don't know.
Painkiller was my favorite character.
You said the dialogue was boring, sturdy. That's just lazy writing. I mean,
Blade. You know how y'all know how I feel about Blade now, man. Y'all know how I feel about Blade.
That was a trash show. Don't do that, okay?
Star Sticky Fingers, man.
It didn't make a season, so come on.
Listen, I'm gonna buy DVD. I need to buy that DVD collection, man. The season 1 Blade. I'm gonna have it framed.
I actually like Blade. That was good.
Yo, they get the Blade verse. They gonna have the Blade. They need
Dollar True for 99 cents.
I'm gonna say this though. Wesley Snipes do need to make an appearance though in the MCU though.
I hope we do.
Some type of way.
I don't think
because I ain't gonna because here's the thing. This is one thing about Wesley Snipes though. I understand why he was upset why he didn't get cast too. I understand why because he did low key he indirectly saved Marvel. How good? Because remember when that Blade movie came out, I think he did like $400 million. The first Blade movie, something crazy. Like I think he saved Marvel from not going bankrupt or something like that. Something like that. It was.
Hopefully, make an appearance. That's the best I can get.
I'm gonna be the loudest one to move. Yes, let's go.
He'll be in Multiverse of Madness. There's so many cameos being rumored. I mean, he'll probably be in Multiverse of Madness.
I know one thing that they need to bring back. They need to bring back a new season of Invincible. I'm waiting on that, man. That Invincible is man. That Invincible season 2. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that show was insane. Can't lie.
Yeah, I was definitely like. Hot take. I think the new Blade will be better character than Wesley. I mean,
we'll see. You guys have the storyline gonna be.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, the thing is this. I think it should be. It should be better because of the fact of the endless of possibilities of writing. You know what I mean? You could put certain characters in the. You know what I mean? In Blade. You know what I mean? Cameos and storylines. Mind you, when the Blade movie comes out, it's going to be a part of the MCU. So it's already going to be a storyline inside of a story, you know what I mean, of a storyline. So it should be better. Different possibilities of you know what I mean, of writing. I wonder who's going to be the villain, though. That's going to be good.
Deacon Frost.
It's funny as shit, Deacon Frost. Dragula will make an appearance, though, in the MCU. It's going bound to happen. Dracula will be.
Who the Lakers playing tonight?
Man, they garbage. Them motherfuckers garbage, man. Shit crazy.
Actually, they could use Morbius as his villain.
Oh, they could. So they got work. They got to talk to Sony with that, though.
Yeah, I know. But they had to talk to Sony about Spider-Man anyway, so it's not like they don't have an agreement.
Yeah, because I think that's specific for the Spider-Man movie. I mean, I don't know what Sony's like. Why are they trying? I mean, Sony trying to do, but Sony trying to have their own universe, which I don't. I mean, they might as well just keep doing the partnership with things. They making money off of it. They
They're
make
trying to
money
get
off
a
of it.
piece of the money, the
Yeah,
movie
get
money
back
pie
to the
anyway.
block.
So it's like I don't know why they trying to have like their own separate like Venom. I mean, that's I don't like more. I ain't gonna hold you. I no, I ain't. I'm gonna watch that Morbius movie though. I don't know why I'm gonna watch it.
I'll wait for it to come out streaming. I ain't going to see that.
Oh,
'Cause, like, I'm gonna be real with you though.
wow.
That's like the last character. You would told me he was gonna if Morbius gonna get a movie out of all the characters out of all the superhero movies characters that ever had a movie or TV series. He's the last one on the list that you will think to get
Yeah.
Morbius. Like, come on, bro. Like, who idea was that? Like,
Yeah, but if you watch the anime series, Spider-Man back in the day, yeah, he
man, that
was
Mark, man. If you want to give somebody a show, give Lizard Man a show or something, man.
oh, not Doc Connors, please. No.
That made more. It makes more sense than Morbius.
You want to watch the Science Project?
Man, listen, it makes more sense than Morbius. That's all I know. I
All
mean,
right. Well, if you want to learn about biomes and the nucleus of a
because you
lizard,
could, if the other Spider-Man characters, you could have had. Shoot, what's the shit that cat?
you want to watch Jamie Foxx, Electro.
The, uh, that's horrible.
They're doing
What's
Craven.
part
I know you heard about Craven. The Hunter.
Craven Fire though.
Now Sony is trying to outdo Marvel. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
They rather listen. I rather Thing have a own movie than fucking Morbius.
Yeah,
I ain't
that'll be
gonna.
a better film.
Hey, true. I'm about to roll out, man. I gotta get ready for my 8 o'clock, man. So I'll catch y'all later on.
All right, though,
All right,
Sean,
Sean.
man.
All right, Sean.
All right. See y'all
Okay.
later.
30 president is going into Doctor Strange.
You said who?
Oh, yeah.
Man, listen, brother Mario. LeBron knows this shit. This shit dead, bro. This season's dead. They listen. But that man needing some rest though, man. He don't want to kill himself. Tell you the truth, man. Like 19
Why he
years,
not
man.
playing tonight, or they making them not play tonight?
He is
With
30.
his
He is 30. Nah, they probably resting him. I'll rest him too. Like he played what he did against the Warriors. I'll rest him too. He's playing his 19th year.
yeah, that is crazy. Y'all, I
Shit,
mean,
just
you got to
low
think,
manage his ass.
huh?
Just low manage his ass.
Natalie about to be get blocked. Why you spoiling Natalie? You about to get blocked. It's like nah. Yo, my
These
question is
Suns.
my only problem I have with Professor
That's
X
why
is
he's hot.
why.
These Suns.
Oh shit, I forgot Ralph was on. I forgot Ralph was in Ralph was in timeout. I forgot. Damn, fuck it, we
You
left.
left that man in timeout.
You definitely left too. He was. He had that nigga was capping though, man. I ain't you know.
Oh man, I can't
Nigga
believe you got
was
sucked
lying.
into that.
No, I ain't get
Because
started nothing. He was saying it's dumb. Like, come on, bro.
uh,
Like, you not doing that, bro.
oh my goodness, man.
My whole thing is this: Professor X can do all that shit, but he can't walk. Like, come on, bro. That's the one thing I don't understand, man. You do all that shit, but you can't walk.
I mean, true. He got shot in the leg, man. What you want him to do? Or wait, not lower spine, I should say, not in the leg.
But he's professor. He can move things with his mind.
So you saying he can move his body with his mind? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he can do that. What are you talking about? He can do that.
Oh, in what comic book has he done that?
He's Professor X, bro. What are you talking
Okay.
like,
What in the
bro?
films have
Hold
you done
on.
that?
Let's not hold on. Either way, how you want to slice it, like he's powerful enough to figure out. You know what I mean? He can get some legs and walk.
You got to make sense of that argument because
Man,
that doesn't really make sense to anybody in the chat. You know?
Let me see. Can you...
Ralph got some competition now. True. With Rookie of the Year.
I never seen Professor X just lost
Who Rookie of the
ability just
Year?
fine.
You said Ralph was, but we got Dion Illich. Both of them been coming on the panels lately, so he got some competition there.
Man, listen.
Even though Dion can't draft, but I get Dion be coming on the panel.
Whatever.
But here's the thing though, brother. Oh, I feel what you're saying about what position that they in the 37-47 every win they can get. Now only 2 games of Pelicans. Yeah, but that being said though, the Lakers not doing anything.
Exactly.
I mean, like,
now
it
they
doesn't
saying
matter,
we got
like, bro, like, you
they
gotta be
said
honest with me.
Big
This team,
Phil been talking every
like,
day to
you,
Jeannie
but
Buss.
yeah, but in the day, let's keep it a stack. Like, the Lakers is trash, and he knows the trash.
Yeah.
And they want to see the new
Not
episode of
good,
Showtime
man.
Lakers series on HBO, man. Nah, because the Lakers is
Nah,
trash.
because I think Ralph said they made Magic Johnson look. Ralph said Magic Johnson look messed up. That whoever they said he got a bad wig on his head. I mean, he look awful. They set Magic up.
Oh, they talking about what type of series is it?
It's about like the Showtime Lakers in the 80s, something like that, with Jenny
But it's like it's people reenacting the characters or something.
Yeah. He's saying like they made Magic look messed up. Like whoever
funny
did.
as hell. That's the best thing Lakers going for right now.
But I don't like that. Like, how we know what or what isn't true? They be lying about some of the stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Hello.
Because the father's dead. I mean, so like, stop. Jeannie needs some more money or something.
No, they got money. They good. They straight.
I mean, you gonna do that? I mean, really? Oh, somebody said the first episode was good.
Man, I ain't watching that shit.
Oh, you might like it, True.
No, I'm good.
They don't have a series about the Celtics.
True waiting for the sequel of Paid in Full.
Nah, I ain't happy, man. Listen. Hey, you need to worry about that dude ears to Christ, Tiffany. You know who that is?
Who's that?
Like the dude, Wayne Perry. What's the dude?
Wayne Perry. True.
You said Wayne what? Wayne Perry. Who else? What's the dude named Sean? Whatever. Sean. Let me see. DJ Glad.
Why are they bringing up Wayne Perry?
Not because talk about paid in full and all that.
But that is that's what they're gonna do in the second one.
Dame said they're not doing. They kid Teflon. Yeah, Teflon Sean. That's his name. Well, they said they're not. Dame said he was on Sean Branch. Yeah, true. The Celtics definitely winning the first round if they get to Cass Allen out. Definitely. I don't give a fuck, man. Listen, Cash could have had Jared Allen, Colin Sexton. They would, man. Celtics in 5. Celtics in 5. Y'all listen. Listen. Shout out to Cash the King, because where's he been at? Where Cash the King been at? Anybody know where Cash the King been at? Because y'all know some of y'all be on Laker channels. He's a Laker fan. He be on them same channels on the comment section. Where has Cash the King been at?
I don't think I've seen him on Bang channel.
I ain't seen him since. I ain't seen him since because he look. Listen. I'm trying to tell you right now. I'm a bomb on Cash the King. I'm gonna comment on that. I'll see him in the comment section.
Because he looks real crazy right now. He was talking all that ish about the Celtics. And now they're a top 5 team in the East. Listen. Hey, listen, people say I was crazy when I said the Celtics going to be top 5 team in the East. People say I was crazy. But I know what I'm talking about, man. I know my basketball, man.
All right, now can you stop tooting your own horn? You know.
I'm not tooting my, but listen, I'm not tooting my own horn because, hey, I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth.
Wrong.
I'm speaking the
Dion, you
truth.
gotta
Like,
do that sometime.
Nah, you gotta remain
I'm
humble.
thinking, like, here's the
You
thing.
always gotta remain
Salute, brother.
humble. I mean, yes, you should
Remain.
remain humble, but toot your horn
Listen, but
sometime.
let's be real though, right? Let's not forget about what true why you be humble. First of all, there's nobody on there's not a lot of people or nobody on these panels that says a person that's standing there uh claims or takes are so outrageous, but in the end of the day, majority of things he say is right. How many
You're not
people can
referring
say
to
that?
yourself, are you?
Yeah, I'm referring to myself because how can majority of people say that my takes is outrageous, but majority of shit I say to be right?
All right, let's ask the chat. Put a one in the
That's not no
chat.
fact check. No, but so did people say I was crazy or outrageous when I said the Patriots was going to win 10 games? Yes or no?
I don't know. Ask 30.
30, stop hating 30. Okay, so look, the season ain't over. You
Did people
tell
say
them
that
Nets to
people?
get it together,
Well, then,
30.
hold on. When I said the Patriots was going to be Super Bowl contenders, right? Which they technically they was because we finished like with top 8 and
Man,
Super
y'all
Bowl
got blew
odds.
out y'all playoff
Oh,
game. We ain't
brother
doing
Amari,
that.
We
But
was asking
but
the
but but hold but hold up. But
chat.
I also said that we probably can get put out in the first round. Don't mean you can still be a contender get put out in the first round. It don't. I
Well,
mean, it
he
is what
did
it
say
is.
they was gonna make it to the
I
playoffs, brother
don't
Amari. It's
know.
not like
Tampa Bay got put on. Tampa Bay got put on.
made the playoffs.
Tampa Bay got put on second round. We're not
Did
gonna
your
say that.
team make the playoff, Tiffany? Why you talking all that mess?
Excuse you. Don't
But
you try to
either
go on
way,
the hurt
hold
and
on,
injured team, brother
hold on.
Omari.
But that being
Man,
said though, too
as
though.
Sturdy
That
say,
being
injuries
said,
are part of the game, as Sturdy say.
true
Sturdy,
having
you
is
shut up,
Kanye.
okay? Because you
I'm a
know that
god.
team was injured, and
Hey,
our quarterback was injured.
Was it?
listen, Natalie.
You,
Listen, Natalie. All I
you,
say, listen, Natalie. Is the reason why I say go play the tape. It's the reason why one of my go tos is go play the tape because people don't want to do that. Because when you got to go back to play the tape, even like, hey, last week with Lamont when we had
I
that
know
debate,
this.
I said go back play that tape. He didn't play that tape, didn't he?
Of course he wasn't
No,
gonna play the
y'all
tape. He
cut
No,
was.
but
Lamont.
I say that in general period though, and I tell people all the time, you can listen, you can use my clips, fine. I give you permission, but people won't do that because they know what it is because like I'm saying, a lot of things I say make sense or facts or so
I
it
know
is
one
what it is.
You
thing.
said a lot, so it's a lot like
Tiffany and
40%.
Natalie owe me an apology.
How we owe you an apology? Don't be trying to use your cousin. You try to make a dig at us, Natalie. I heard him.
I ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about y'all. Y'all said I was on here sleeping, and Natalie made a whole joke, so I sound like true, and that was not me.
Oh,
You was that. Who else was that? Wasn't true sleeping, brother Mar. Everybody
It
else was
wasn't
awake.
me sleeping.
Brother
Because
Mar, you gonna
that
tell this
wasn't me
lie?
either. That wasn't me. That wasn't
Tiffany,
me sleeping.
you owe me an apology, okay? Because if you listen to the screen, True had kicked me off, and the snoring still was going after me. So he can't kick me off and I can't be snoring on the
Hold on, I
thing at the
kicked you
same time.
off. Hold on. I think I went off too though. I don't know what happened. I think
Yeah, I'm saying
I
you
went
booted me.
away.
When they said it was
I went off
me,
the
you
phone.
booted me off.
I wasn't on near my device. I don't know what happened. I was
Plus
Well,
tired as
I
who
had
shit.
was it? If Brother Mark, that wasn't you, I apologize. But somebody was snoring on that panel. They was worse than True.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but I know for a fact it was me because I was on mute. And then when True booted me off, and the snoring was still happening, and he goes, "You Tiffany, it's Brother Omari. I'm not even on the panel no more."
Yeah, that did
Now he's
happen though.
spilling
That
tea.
did happen.
I'm sorry, Brother Omar. See, I
That
do
did happen, bro.
apologize.
And now go come with that. He sound worse than True. I was like,
Yeah, that was funny though.
That
Oh
ain't
man,
funny. Told me
y'all
we mean you
messing.
sound working true.
What True you are one of the
it's
worst.
all good
You
now.
you were one of the worst sleepers I ever heard. Okay. You snore like it's no tomorrow, True, for your young
Hey
age.
man, I'll be tired, man.
I don't care if you're tired or not. Okay.
I'll be tired. I'll be working hard. I'll be tired. I'll be tired. Hey.
See your brother Mark, we apologize. Whoever it was. I'm gonna find out who it was.
It's all good. I ain't gonna say who it was because there's only one person that it could have been, but I don't want to put him out like that.
Nah, spill the tea. Spill the tea.
Yeah, spill the tea. I gotta find who this person was.
I ain't gonna do that to my brother, man. Look, I just go back and listen to the replay and do process of elimination because everybody else was talking.
Yeah, we was, and they just started snoring out the blue.
It was only one person that wasn't talking, besides me, because I was gone. But I had put my thing on mute, and so when I came back to the computer, I heard y'all talking about. I was like, "What are y'all talking about?" But I was busy right there, so I ain't want to get on right then at the time because I was busy doing something. Then by the time I came back to the computer, True had kicked me off, so I was just like, "I will."
Yeah, well, goodbye, True.
Yeah, so brother Mari, I'm putting my vote in. I'm going with T Streets if he wins.
Okay.
Now I'm mad at T Streets for that last person he chose. T Streets, I don't know what you're thinking about. Okay.
True be tired stealing. True be tired
man.
for stealing all the time. Stealing what? Hey, listen, I don't gotta steal nothing, bro. I have original. Listen, I'm always original. I'm the original person on here, man. I don't gotta steal nothing, man.
No, it's all good, Dad. I'm just messing with y'all, man.
I got like I said, man. A lot of people say I have outrageous takes, but them outrageous takes be coming true. That's all I'm about to say. People say my Celtics is going to be a playing team and not even make the playoff. Now the Celtics are one of the best teams in the league. Like that. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Like I don't have who is really the delusional one.
And Natalie, he had Brandon Ingram. I ain't like that with Ashton Jackson. I got some words for him with that. Salute, bees.
Bees, bro.
True fan, brother. Anti says you and Lamont went at it. Oh yeah, they went at it.
Yeah, they went at it.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get him to commit to something because he was capping. You know what I'm saying? Then I had timestamps on him. He didn't want to let me play with timestamps.
Listen, I already pulled that card when he said pull the tape though. I already say you can pull the tape, bro.
You should have pulled it. That's why I came in. I said, I got because I went back
you right,
I put timestamps
He
on
should have got Holiday, but
I ain't because he bought it in first though. He bought it in first the time. Like, bro, I'm the king of man. Pull the tape out, man. Now they went about the if Jerry West was a number one on the team or not. That was the thing.
It was a multiple conversations, I think Lamont was just saying in his prime years as the lead dog.
No, but here's the thing. And I'm not mad. If you say Will Chamberlain wasn't better than him at the time, I don't think nobody. I was hard to argue, but it was 1A, 1B situation. However you want to slice it. Like you can't say Jerry West wasn't a important factor to that team because without Jerry West, would they even? We don't know if they even made it to the finals. Vice versa, like you can say vice versa, well, but that's how important Jerry West was.
Yeah.
I say all the time, who's still in the bill? I say all the time, pull the tape, man, pull the tape. But people won't pull the tape on me.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Natalie.
Yo, still everybody. Nah, brother. Oh, like your argument wasn't flawed. It's like it was just taking too long, man. Like you try to be Willie Pep with it.
Yes, I know.
That shit was funny.
Because this is what you got to do with Lamont because Lamont he like to play them games. So if you're not technical, he gonna move the goalpost or he gonna skate through the argument or find a loophole. So I was trying to get him to commit to putting James Harden over him because it didn't make no sense to me because you saying you gotta wait till he retires, but even though you didn't say he did say it, but at one point he said basically he has no respect. He didn't use the word respect. I'm just putting that word there for him, but basically he had no respect for Jerry West's career getting to the finals 9 times. So I was just trying to get him to commit to something. I was trying to technically put it because if you don't do this technically like that, he's gonna find that loophole and then move the goalpost on, and then you're gonna be he gonna create a red herring, and you're gonna be arguing about something totally different. And that's why I was trying to. I didn't want to argue with you, sir. I wanted to just stick with him, and I want to get him to commit to those statements that I had timestamped. Either he was gonna have to stick to them, or he was gonna have to, and then I was gonna lay out my argument from there with James Harden. But I knew what he was saying. I knew what he was saying as far as the prime years. He was only sticking to the lead dog years. I got what he was saying perfectly fine. I didn't want to give my argument away before he committed to his statement. That's all. But go ahead, sir.
No, I wasn't arguing with you. I was just saying you just gotta like speed it up. Like I understand exactly what you was meant to, because there was certain parts where he did slip up. But like when Lamont say that shit, is only really like to use other people's logic against him. Like McDev constantly keeps saying lead dogs, help you lead the team to a championship, shit like that. And he was just saying, okay, we're gonna use that argument and then use it for other players, such as Jerry West. Now all I'm saying is, like, Brother Martin, like I said, nothing wrong with your rebuttal, but I'm just saying you just need to speed it up next time. It's like, you just wait from, like, you got to get Lamont talking first, then set the traps. Like,
man, when it's hard to do that, sir, because again, if you've been this, like I was trying to be and I knew I wasn't gonna get through it, even when I was laying it down, but I at least wanted to show that once you try to do this, like step by step, word by word, then you can. So I was trying to unravel the web that he created, and I don't want to say he created, but it was so many talking points from so many different people. Everybody's argument got entangled. So I was trying to unravel the web and just try to stick to his logic and his logic on. And I get his point. I get your point when he said sometimes he's just using people arguing against them as far as the logic. But the conversation had got so tense that that was his stance. So I was like, okay, if this is your stance, this is how you truly feel. This is no longer about using somebody arguing against them. This is how you truly feel. So again, but again, you're right. It got to be quicker, but I don't know how to be quicker when you're dealing with Lamont, man, because he'll have you going in many different directions.
So here's how you get Lamont. Lamont, one of the few things you can get him, like, one, if he gets a little pissed off, but most importantly, he's a content creator. So meaning whatever information he puts online, you can use directly against him on a play-by-play basis, right? So case in point, like for him, he don't have James Harden's top 75 when the video he made it. So that's a point you could have made in regards to his criteria when evaluating players. You know what I mean? So me personally, that's why I'm going to use later on later on this year. But like that's all I'm saying. Like stuff like that can easily be worked against Lamar.
Oh yeah, I could have did that, but I had the argument set. I just wanted him to commit to the statements first. That's if you notice, I was giving timestamp, so he can't say he didn't say it. Like I had about 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let him know that I got you saying one thing. Don't come on here saying something different. Now once I got him on that point, I could have laid my argument out again because I didn't want to argue against James because I don't like doing that. But he put me in that position that I was gonna make my point about James Harden versus Jerry West. That look, I ain't gonna say nothing because it's over with at this point. But you know, all good. We can move on forward. It was good. It was good conversation.
I'm not gonna lie, like B's kind of swayed me with the KD one because like I thought KD was like second, but like it's between like legacy and line. Here's what B's is capping, like Harden and KD equally this year. Legacies, like they have more to prove their legacies because simple fact that both of these guys went to teams that they orchestrated themselves, and also both of these guys don't have a reputation of creating a winning culture or contributing to a winning culture to a franchise. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think like B's had a good point. Like the fact that the Nets are still favored in the East to come out, we have to hold that against like the Nets' best player, which is known as KD, but also due to the fact that Harden he's a choker. I'm gonna be honest with you, he's a choker in elimination games, so he has to get it done this year. Number one, it's the team that he asked for. Number two, his production is going to dictate whether or not this team become champions or not. And number three, most importantly, next year is only going to get harder. Next year, the Nets gonna be better. The Bucks gonna be better. The Nuggets gonna be better. Like the Warriors gonna be better. Like next year, all these teams gonna be better. So this year is the perfect year for either KD or James Harden to get the job done.
I'm off that Nets bandwagon
Yeah, I'm
now,
off the
man.
Nets. You sturdy. I thought you was off the Nets, but I was
I'm
gonna
off
give
that
him. I
because
No,
was
no,
gonna
no,
give
remember,
no, no.
next
It's
year.
more so about keeping the same energy, like for KD.
nah,
Like
yeah, you
KD
right.
do get a lot of passes. I've
You're
been
right.
saying this for months. I'm like, I don't understand how KD get all these passes. Like, just how people hold LeBron for like trading that roster away in 2018, but it's result in them getting a chance to get to the finals, completely overachieving. They don't hold the same standard to KD for reconstructing his roster. His team is completely underachieving. Like LeBron is in year 19, played the third most minutes in NBA history, about to play third most minutes in NBA history, and KD is in his prime, and his team is below 500 as well. So that I think that's the whole premise of Lamont's last stream too, was the fact that for some reason guys like KD and Kyrie don't get the same level of criticism.
Yes, I see that point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give him more to KD than again to Kyrie. I mean, you know.
Nah, Kyrie's slipping because Lamont brought up a great point. Kyrie asked for a vaccine before the bubble. Vaccine came out. Oh, I don't want to take it. It's always that's typically Stephen A. He typically over the top with his takes, but like this one, he's spot on. Like if it's the point is, it's always something with Kyrie, whether it be injury or him literally choosing not to play because a terrorist attack towards that capital, or him literally not feeling worthy of playing. Like it just he's unreliable. That's undebatable. He's just simply unreliable to be considered a top 75 player, but people keep trying to debate for some reason.
I mean, listen,
Yeah,
man.
somebody brought that up with Dame and Khalil made a good point. Dame was a number one. Kyrie ain't no number one. Yeah, they was debating that yesterday, Sturdy. You remember that breaking up Kyrie or Dame?
Bro,
Yeah,
at the end,
they ain't better than Kyrie.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
number one.
I had to start. I had to get off that train too. I was remember we were talking about the other day. I said, man, Dame should be an over Kyrie. I mean, Dame actually
yeah,
stayed with a squad, eliminated other top 75 niggas. You know what I'm
it's not.
saying? I
Yeah,
mean,
he was a lead. He proved to be better than as a lead guy than Kyrie ever did. So it's like, and you can't say Kyrie never had the talent to be a lead. He played on the Celtics and he failed.
yeah, the Celt. Yeah, if he couldn't do it with the Celtics, that Celtics roster. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Like I said on the stream, I mean, he hadn't I'll agree. Dwayne Wade is better than Kyrie, right? We'll say that, right? But what I was saying though, team wise, like as LeBron's best Robin, I haven't seen that shit was that shit was
He's a
magical.
better
Let's just
fit.
keep it
That's what
real.
you're saying. You're saying it's a
That
better
shit,
fit.
yeah, LeBron and Kyrie, that shit was that shit was monstrous, and Kevin Love too. But like Kyrie hadn't been able to recreate that anywhere else.
I actually think it's AD who's a better fit, primarily because he gives LeBron a more impact defensively as well. So like Kyrie can quote unquote he can help LeBron with the team's offensive production, obviously with his scoring and occasional weak side playmaking. But AD can do that same thing too, and they can do it in a more common set like the pick and roll. And on top of that, he can also dominate defense as well. Like what made that Lakers team dangerous, not the fact that like it was not only AD helping on the weak side, but also LeBron. So now you had weak side help coming from all sides, from Dwight, JaVale, LeBron, and AD. So I think AD versatility as a player what makes him a better fit than LeBron than opposed to Kyrie. But both are great fits. Both are better fits than Wade, in my opinion.
No, I feel you on that. That's what I was. Oh, go ahead. It's true.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but we only get
it
one
definitely
damn
is.
good year out of that, Sturdy. I mean, God.
I mean, here's the thing,
We
like,
got some years with Kyrie and him.
that's it, man. Same word.
Shit, Kyrie. Well, he got hurt. I was gonna say Kyrie didn't make the All Star game year that year
Yeah,
they
like
won it
that.
all.
Yeah, the year they
But that was
won, he
because he
made
was.
an All NBA team or All Star team. So when
I
people
think it's
say
because he was hurt though. To be honest.
nah, like you look at the amount of games he missed 2015 and 2016, he actually played more games in 2016.
No, he the year he won, he only played like the year they won. I think he only had like 50 games.
No, they both 50s. Hold on, let me check right now.
No, I remember. I think the year he won it after, I think it was like 70 something.
Because 15, he was injury prone too.
Now the year they won, he only like played like 50 something or something like that. But the year prior and year before that, it was like he was in the 70s. Yeah, I think it's because he was hurt. Because when you think about it, 53 in the season, that's like, yeah, that's not enough. And you know, they probably was hating on him too. No.
Nah, you're right. It was 53. Every other year was 72.
Yeah, that's why they want to hold that. But anyway, I was just saying that to say though, I do agree with your take on that the AD thing because Art did lay out a point. I ain't really think about that shit. I think AD was averaging 28 and 10 in the playoffs. That shit was kind of crazy. That shit was monstrous.
Yeah, we'll never see that again.
Yeah, nah, looking like that's what I was saying.
Art keep missing the fact that we holding AD to himself. He's 28 years old. He's a 10th.
Right. Exactly. And that's a fact. I'm using that for like a finals companion. You know what I'm saying? I was using that for that argument. Like who was the best companion? But shit, you right though. Y'all right. Right now, that nigga AD looking. Man, that shit. This shit's sad. This shit low key sad what this nigga doing.
You know what I hate too? When people like, oh, why y'all compare him to Giannis? So we can't compare him to his contemporary at the same position
and the same age. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like we can't compare him to the same dude that y'all said he should have won the Defensive Player of the Year over. We can't compare him to that same guy. Like that's the thing, bro. Like, how many people we compared to LeBron when he was in year 10? Oh, we didn't. You know why? Because in 2013 he was dominating the fucking league. That's why. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Shaq. It was the same thing with fucking with Jordan. Like when they was around that age or that 10th year, they were dominant. There was no who was better in my position, let alone player.
No, that's a fact. I didn't want to get. I came in kind of late. Was y'all talking about the Celtics? I see the title is
y'all see this. Did True
was kind
drop
of capping a little bit,
but True not even on his stream now.
I don't know, man. I mean, y'all was remember the other day. Y'all was y'all arguing me up and down about how defense is more important than anything, and they got the number 1 defense in the league right now. So I mean, it's hard. It's hard not to get them props and say they're a threat.
I think they're second for the year, but yeah, I get what you're saying. No, I just want to.
I think they're number 1.
I don't. No. I think they're second, but it's all good. The point is,
I know they're probably second in rebounds behind us and blocks, but I think
the Bucks are second. No, I think y'all first rebounded and the Bucks are second rebounded. Last time I checked.
Okay. Yeah, last I checked, they was second in like everything behind us, but they was up there in points allowed.
I'm with you, Sturdy, on that Nets though. I'm off that Nets bandwagon. I can't rock with them no more. Right?
Yeah,
not this season.
I
was believing if Ben Simmons came back and obviously Kyrie's situation worked itself out, I was like, man, this team is gonna be. It's a team that you don't want to see, but Ben Simmons, he's ducking the smoke off for real. I know we use that term a lot on here. He's in reality, he's ducking the smoke because I just don't see why you're not playing right now. You know,
that shit is looking bad.
So I can't take a guy that's mentally weak to be a part of a championship team. Like, and he will be a major part of that championship team. And his mentality is, and I hate to use this with players, but it's just not strong enough. You can't go to Philadelphia and play a regular season game. Like, how I expect you to fight through the rigorous role of a playoff and the mental fatigue that brings on you? Like,
yeah, this team.
The 2 guys KD chose to play with.
That's what I'm saying. This is the weakest mentally. Yeah, this is the softest team in the league right now, dog. Like these niggas are weak as fuck. And I was on the Nets bandwagon. I was saying, Ben Simmons gonna come back and dunk on the nigga Embiid, but nah, I can't say that now. He's scared to get on the court.
Right, I'm with you.
He's scared.
I was with you, Lou. I thought, man, look, but when you scared to get on the court, man, how can I pick you as a championship team?
Yeah, and then AD not a leader. I mean, AD, KD not a leader.
It's not 2K, man. It takes more than just talent to win in this league. Like people
On the bench,
downplay
it's crazy.
chemistry and intangibles like communication, bro. Like for some reason, and honestly, in my opinion, those are the most two immeasurable parts of the game that you need for every championship team. Like the fact that people just believe this team due to their talent level and the play styles are complementary on paper, they still favorite in the East. So I say that to say this: we should keep that same energy on paper. Which supporting cast is better, that 2018 Cavs or the Nets roster now?
The Nets roster now.
Okay, yeah. So the Nets are the favorite team in the East to come out the conference right now, according to Base. We should keep that same energy for the Nets performance in terms of KD's legacy. Like I think, just to be fair, like he's in his year 13. Like LeBron was dealing with injuries. LeBron was still in the same conference. What's the difference?
It's funny how when Bron lead the conference, it's a harder conference now. Best has ever been his first competition.
You know that since he left, different teams came out the East.
Boy, I tell you. That's how I go, man. Now the West ain't looking so strong. But the problem is LeBron team it ain't no better right now. But it's just funny how when he go to the other conference, now that conference don't look as strong anymore. So all them times people were saying that, well, if Bron was in the West, he wouldn't know. I don't know that. A young Bron in the West, who, and we don't know who will be on this team from the West. So you know.
But brother Mar, you know we do know that LeBron can win the championship in the West.
That's facts. He proved it with a soft AD at that. He didn't think about it, if he would have had somebody again. When I say better, I mean he was soft that year. He just just got through it.
He was the most impactful player in the playoffs. Like it was no question. He led the team in assists, rebounding, and he was literally only 2 total points away from leading the team in points. He was hands down the most impactful player and the best player for the Lakers that championship run. And that's a problem. Like I didn't see it from Bees when he said the Lakers should trade that dude. Like he said that shit like Western Conference Finals, like going into the finals type shit. Like he said that. And
Bees was on it. I can't front.
That shit aged like wine. Like that shit crazy, bro.
Citizen Lou. Where's Citizen Lou go?
I don't know.
He just want to hear about Ja Morant tonight.
Hey, he looking at that. He looking at Marcus Smart pass.
All right, here we go, Drew. I want to ask you a question. I need a real answer, bro. Not no maybe bullshit. What is the expectations for the Celtics in the playoffs? Y'all top 2.
They can go to the conference finals.
Let me finish. Y'all top 2 defense in the league.
We're the best defensive team in the league, but continue.
Y'all 2 best players have multiple years experience in the playoffs, correct? And I would say, if correct me if I'm wrong, half of your supporting cast too as well, right?
Half, yeah. Got people got experience. You know what I mean? That being said, I could see my team. I can see the Celtics going to the Eastern Conference Finals. It wouldn't surprise me. Now, would it be? Now, it's all about the matchups. It's all about, like you said, health, injuries.
You know that means part. In order to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, that means you have to beat one of those 2 teams, Drew.
But here's the thing. But
you got to beat either the Bucks or the 76ers.
Right. Here's the thing. The Celtics don't care. The Celtics don't. They're going to be ready to play whoever they play. That's what you don't realize. You know what I mean? Celtics believe if that series does happen, the Celtics going to definitely believe they can win that series, and they're going to try to do it. And it ain't going to be no cakewalk. You know what I mean? if it's going against the Sixers or the Bucks. So, like I said, while I bet against it, I'm going to say, oh, the Celtics are going to beat the Sixers. I mean, listen, the Sixers got a better team right now when it comes to, in case James Harden and Embiid. You got Bucks, you got Giannis, but at the same time, it wouldn't. Would the Celtics winning? Would it surprise me? No, it wouldn't. So, I mean, I like this. Like, listen, man. I mean, Celtics is a very interesting team, man. When you the best defense, when you playing defense, how the Celtics are playing, you always gonna have a chance. And you got and you can put if you moving the ball, how we moving it. We very dangerous, man. Salute to Khalil in the building.
Salute everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, Khalil? You off of work?
Yeah, I'm off. I had off yesterday too. I was in there sauteing.
Because I noticed, I haven't heard from you in a minute, so I know you've been busy.
some younger folks.
So
they
they need
talk
one
like
more.
they knew the '90s basketball.
So just need one more.
Yo, true. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Y'all see either the Bucks or the Sixers is not going 7 games. Okay.
I mean, you can say that. You can say that all you want. I mean, you can say that all you want. It's cool, but I mean, we the best defensive team in the league.
Yeah, right now. Y'all deserve all y'all respect for that. But we're projecting for the playoffs, right? The most important thing in the playoffs is matchups. True. Matchups. Like
let me ask you a question.
When it comes to matchups, okay. When it comes to matchups, bro,
you said it yourself. True. You said it yourself. What makes the Celtics defense elite? Like what part of the area? What would you say is their perimeter?
It's a team. We not weak anywhere defensively, bro.
I'll answer that as Robert Williams. And Marcus Smart.
We're not weak. We're not. I mean,
Williams.
Yeah, they're their two best defenders. But if you look at the team defensively, we have no weak spots defensively. Like we don't have. We can switch. We switch from the 1 to 5. Like if you're going to beat the Celtics, you're going to have to go there and beat the Celtics. You can't bullshit around. Let one of these teams like the Bucks and Sixers play with the Celtics they want to.
True. How y'all gonna deal with Giannis and Embiid? Let's get straight.
Bro, if you look at when Giannis play against the Celtics, he don't listen. This shit don't be easy coming from him, bro. When like you said, when you're the best defensive team in the league, all that matching up, that shit, like you said, well, listen. Our only thing I'm worried about is can our offense can hang with those certain teams. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not worried about what we do defensively. Now, like that's the last thing I'm worried about. You know what I mean? I'm worried about our offense collectively. You know what I mean? Because we are a defensive-minded team first. But if, like you said, we do have flaws offensively. So, I mean, only thing I'm worried about, like I said, depth and shooting. The only thing I'm worried about the Celtics right now is depth and shooting. Everything else, not worried about.
Man, y'all can definitely beat Chicago and
True. Y'all
and
Cleveland.
Be on
U3. Hey, be careful.
Let's just keep it real, bro. Like y'all can definitely y'all got more experience.
Okay, I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Tiff, be smooth.
All right, be on U3. Your topic tonight on Sis and Luke. We know we're gonna jump in there. Who's
U3 on?
Compared to? Yeah.
U3 on.
Yeah, it's Monday. You know they do the Monday joints. Wednesdays and Mondays, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me see what
they got the poll up. Who is y'all Morant most
likely?
Mac
Dev. I'm gonna be real with you, Mac Dev. Like I'm gonna be real with you, Mac Dev. We probably would beat you on 5 games, bro. It's not.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Boston better than Chicago, and they better than Cleveland, bro.
I think Tatum would dominate them series.
Khalil, Khalil, that's not a shot at
No, I know.
Cleveland.
I was just talking shit. I know we a young team.
But
overachieving this year.
Bro, they got the most experience.
Yeah,
the Bulls has nobody that can put it on Jason Tatum, bro. That's
nobody. Literally
Tatum,
nobody can guard Jason Tatum on.
And he don't fear nothing over there. If he doing, look at what he did last year to Brooklyn. Granted, they only won the 1 game, but he scored 51, and then he just scored 50 or 40 something the other day against them.
Listen, that's
showing you
why,
don't have no
that's
fear
what,
against
that's
them.
the point, and that's the point I made about the Celtics. Period. If you look at the Celtics identity, they are a fearless team. When you
Yeah.
go against a team that's fearless, they don't give a fuck about like. You hear how Marcus Smart be talking, like he's a confident dude, man. Like they don't bullshit around. They don't come to play
Confidence,
with nobody.
confidence needed in
That's
every
cool, but
area.
but guess
But
what? That
when it
conference
comes to
got him that
results,
$77 million though.
when it comes to results and impact, it don't matter, man. It like
Okay, well, okay? Name me. Okay, let's do this then. What cores that been more successful in the Celtics since?
We just got to be honest, bro. Like, let's just keep it real. Jaylen Brown, I think that matchup with Zach LaVine and Jaylen Brown, I don't think that's a total mismatch at all. Jason Tatum and DeMar DeRozan, I don't think that's a total mismatch. I would give Tatum the slight edge just
no,
off of
I give it 6. I give it 6 games Bulls. I mean 6 games Celtics. But like this 5-game shit, like I don't know this domination thing. True God, I don't see it.
the only team I can see the Celtics having trouble with is Philly.
The upper echelon teams, basically. And
Right,
Only
because
Philly, the only thing in Philly is Milwaukee, bro. That's
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Philly and Milwaukee.
I would say
I can't.
Miami would present some issues because they also
Miami
is a really
too.
good defensive team
Don't
as
sleep
well.
on Miami too.
You know what, Khalil? I would have agreed with you 2 days ago, but I found out what's the name? Jimmy Butler shooting like 37% from mid range.
I think he'll get it together in the playoffs. I mean, he turned up in the playoffs. He always have.
I mean, here's the thing though.
He gonna have to.
The one thing about the
you're right about
Celtics,
that.
And Lou, the way they score, like any player can have a good night.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you can't. You're not gonna do that against the Celtics, bro. I mean, we
That's
blew
what I'm
them.
saying. Like,
We blew them out. We
depth is better than
blew
yours.
them out. We
They
blew them out.
depth is better than yours.
Bro, that's cool, bro. We a better team. We been playing better as a league, so that's cool. I mean, that is what it is. Like, we're a bigger team than mine. For one, that's one reason why we got an advantage. We're a bigger team. Like, their second best scorer is Tyler Hero. He can get clamped up easily. That's been proven by the Celtics.
Quick question though. Natalie raised a good point. I mean, I haven't seen that many Celtics games this year, but what happened to Jaylen Brown, man? What is he just predicated more so on defense? Because I thought he was a really good offensive player last year at least.
He's been improving too. It's just Jason Tatum is just like Jason Tatum is what it is. He's playing.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown really can't dribble like that, so he can't.
Yeah, that's true. But he was still a really good slasher and all that. I haven't heard
Jaylen Brown's still doing it. It's just the fact that
he can still average 20 plus. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying compared to Tatum, it's not even.
Well, yeah,
like,
I mean, I remember at one point people were saying. I mean, it wasn't a large like contingency of people, but it was people saying that Jaylen Brown was a better player than Jason Tatum not too long ago.
Maybe because of his defense, maybe.
But even that, like you said, even that was like Jason Tatum is stepping up all aspects of his game.
Yeah,
so it's like
I thought he became a better facilitator this year, which was a facet of his game he needs to improve in.
That's the one thing too, Jaylen Brown. Like that's the thing about this team, man. And this team, listen, if Milwaukee and the Sixers, listen, they can feel okay. They have a better team than the Celtics do. Even let's say you can throw Miami in there, but they know for a fact if they play against the Celtics, they're gonna have to fight. They're not playing no games. You heard what Joel B said a couple years ago. It's not a rivalry. You heard what he said, and he like it's not gonna be easy. If you think the Celtics is going to sit here, anybody gonna just we just gonna sit here and beat the Celtics?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna lose, bro. And like I said, Sixers, hey, James Harden. When you come to the bad players, of course you got James Harden and Embiid, but
man, both teams' depth are better than y'all.
That's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. That's
both
cool.
Teams have better players than y'all. Like
that's cool, but that never stopped the Celtics before. That never stopped the Celtics before.
It definitely did.
And no, it did not. No, it did not. Hold on. Let's be honest.
Y'all lost.
No, let's be honest. This is the same culture. Hold on. This is the same team.
Before.
Hold on. Let's be honest. But you're not being honest now because This is the same core team. A lot of people were still on this team. Was on this team when Isaiah Thomas led the team. Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. They was all there. That team wasn't supposed to do what it was supposed to be doing. This team, you can look at the failures and the losses all you want to, but look at the wins and how they like I said, we beat the Raptors in that bubble when the Raptors were supposed to go to the conference finals.
Y'all was favored against.
No, we was not. We were not favored against the Raptors.
And against the Heat, y'all were.
That's cool. Hey, that's cool. That's one team. And like I said, they won because of, like I said, circles. They won. Like I said, they had more depth.
LeBron. And against LeBron too.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, listen, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you're talking about other teams that has a lot more failures than the Celtics do. So let's not do that. Drum B is chokes, and haven't even made two at least the conference finals. You have James Harden that's horrible in elimination games. So if you're trying to tell me the Celtics don't have a chance in that series, that's fine to me. But let's all the way be honest. If the Celtics do beat the Sixers, that shit wouldn't be surprising. That's a fact. So let's not come on now. Let's be real. If the Sixers do lose to the Celtics, I'm not even saying the Sixers can beat the Celtics, but let's say if they play the series and the Sixers lose, will anybody be surprised? Yes or no?
Say that again, True. I'm sorry.
If the Celtics, let's say the Celtics and Sixers play in the playoffs and the Sixers lose, will anybody be surprised?
Nah, because the Sixers lost to the fucking Hawks last year.
And you got James Harden that does bad elimination games too, and you got Doc Rivers, of course. So you add all them three factors in. Come on, man.
Yeah,
the pressure, and the thing is this though, the pressure gonna be on them, and they gonna feel that.
That's what I was telling Bees. I said, bro, James Harden got a lot of pressure on him right now.
I'm not saying the Celtics going to sit there and beat those teams, but like I said, it's gonna be tough. Like I said, the fact that they do got more depth, that's gonna be their advantage. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But the Celtics, all that being said, though, right? We struggle not having a lot of depth, but look what the Celtics are doing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I give y'all credit, bro. Y'all started out pretty slow, but y'all picked it up, and y'all look like a really good, solid.
Imodoka Coach of the Year, man. I said it. Imodoka Coach of the Year, man.
What they said? I think
Coach of the Year, man.
So I was looking on Twitter. They said y'all record after Jaylen Brown sent that tweet, watch the energy change or something like that. Everything about the shifts or something like that. He said,
"Yeah, y'all he was right."
That was a random tweet too, though. He said that.
I would give the Coach of the Year to a Memphis's coach.
Yeah, I can't get mad. I can't get mad at that though. I can't get mad
because them dudes, think about it. They was a damn play-in team last year, and they went from that literally.
I mean, the Celtics was a play-in team. I mean, it's gonna be tough going to win Coach of the Year this year though. I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't
it's between Monty and the Memphis coach, bro.
Man, fuck Monty, man. It's like
did Monty win last year or Buzz won last year? Buzz won last year, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
No.
I thought Milwaukee did win.
Milwaukee coach is Buzz, right?
The New York Knicks. Knicks. No, he
didn't.
Yes, he did.
Tibbs did win last year. That's right.
Tibbs won last year. The Knicks overachieved. Knicks overachieved.
I thought Buzz won.
Nah, Knicks was like fourth seed. Knicks was like fourth seed last year. You gotta give.
If that's the case, then Monty should definitely win. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then what the hell?
I don't know, but but this year is different though. This is gonna be hard to win a Coach of the Year. Tell you too, I don't know who's gonna win. It definitely got a lot of coaches got made a lot of cases. You know what I mean? Can't even front. Brad Stevens negative. Brad Stevens negative of the year though. I mean,
Bud won in 2018. That's why I was.
Yeah, he
I know he won one, but I thought it was the 20. Okay, it was 2018. My bad.
Yeah, but Brad Stevens.
He done accomplished some stuff for people that want him fired. He won Coach of the Year and he won a finals.
Nah, he's not no horrible coach. It's just people. It's just the nitpick, people questioning can he win a championship as a coach.
Yeah.
How the Raptors got two different coaches that won in 2017 and 2019? What the fuck?
Well, they got rid of Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey, bro.
Yeah, they got rid of Casey the year after he won it.
They got rid of
LeBron and them went in there and smoked their damn boots.
Fucking LeBronto. That shit was crazy.
They had to blame somebody. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
Hey,
that shit was wild.
Sign out there and shit because
they really
we got a lot of people that frequent Cleveland from Toronto, and that shit was just funny as hell. Like seeing groups of the motherfuckers walk away sad. Because they was talking big shit before the series. They was like, "Yeah, Kyrie gone. All y'all got is LeBron and a whole bunch of fucking backup singers," and we just like, "All right, y'all motherfuckers still gonna lose."
You know what, Clint? Because you're right. Because Toronto was over there by Buffalo. I always thought Toronto was by New York City, but it's over there by Buffalo, right?
Yeah, it's more northern New York, so it's like right on that scale. Like I used to go to Calgary, Canada, all the time back when I used to go fishing a lot, and that's pretty close. So like Canada really ain't nowhere from Cleveland, to be honest.
Right. I didn't even realize that till you said. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, like it's fun as hell. I'll tell you this. It's a really good international city. Like if you a single black dude, go to Toronto. I'll tell you that right now. Go to Toronto, boy. You will have the time of your fucking life, especially if you know somebody
MVP,
out there.
John MVP.
Taylor Jenkins.
Jason Taylor even on MVP conversations. I know that though. I'm not saying he should win it. I'm not saying he should win MVP, but he needs to be in on conversations.
No, they. I mean, I've never seen this many narratives on.
Chill out.
I mean, it's like they got. I've heard more. No, dead ass 30. I've heard more people try to ways to put him out than like anybody else. Like nobody's talking about how Denver the 6th seed. Nobody talking about how Embiid missing all these games. Nobody talking about how Giannis is the 5th seed and all this shit.
Embiid been playing games this year though.
They make more cases for these people to be MVP, but then somebody who's actually on a winning team, I hear all these excuses. It's crazy.
Embiid been playing games this year though. Tell you the truth though.
He ain't been missing a lot of games. He been in the games.
Years prior though.
Because honestly, had he played in enough games last year, they probably would have gave him the MVP over Joker. He just didn't have enough games to qualify. Joker played in all the games.
Y'all saying one stat? They say Jokic is like leading all these stats.
Yeah,
he's not even PR. It's just
they say it's NBA record. They say it's like NBA historical record for PER.
Like there's no player ever to average 25, 12 or 25, 12 and 8, some crazy shit. Like this shit, I ain't going.
Yeah, he got all these like since Wilt stats. Like he like the only person with all these since Wilt stats. This shit crazy.
Like he is a ball. Like I ain't gonna. Like I can't get mad. Whoever won MVP. Like if DeMar Rose won MVP, I'm gonna be mad as shit. But like I ain't gonna like.
I don't think he gonna get it. He don't move the masses enough. Like you would have to have some level of popularity. DeRozan is having a tremendous season. Don't get me wrong, but to me, this is a flash in the pan season. I don't think he'll play this good next year, especially if the Bulls will be more healthy.
It really between Jokic and Giannis.
I don't know who they would give it to. Joker may even win it again.
I mean, I can't get mad. I can't get mad. Whoever. I mean, I can't get mad. They doing historical shit because Giannis he had the record. He had the highest PR last week, and then Joel B like the second player ever to shoot like 40. I don't know. They doing some record. They breaking records like shit crazy. Like I don't know. Like it's definitely interesting.
Mm-hmm. And they've been missing Murray for shit. It seemed like since fucking.
That will make sense. That's what definitely helps this case a lot too, though, because like they got a winning record without Murray. He got he 30 something and 20, like 38 and 20 something. Again, without Murray and Michael Porter Jr.
And see, Joker is more of a traditional big, and he more like a '90s big, except you can run your whole offense through him, and he can facilitate the offense from the low post. Like it's a rarity that you see that, and he's really, really, really good at it. It's not like.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question on that. So you say you're a '90s big. When I think of '90s big, I think of like Clint Capella, Rudy Gobert. I think Joker is kind of more of a.
Well, you had your exceptions that you had guys like Rick Smits, you had guys like Arvydas Sabonis. Like you had bigs that could stretch the defense and shoot from the perimeter. Even a Patrick Ewing. like they could do multiple things. You look at Hakeem Olajuwon, like you had a lot of guys who could shoot from the perimeter within 18 feet and, you know, make plays out of the post. Like, so he would play more like a traditional 90s big, but he's just more talented probably than a lot of those guys were. But when you talk about in this era where you got guys that play center that don't like, look at Porzingis, for example.
Oh, you mean like a back to the basket, right?
Right,
Type?
right. He can play with his
Okay,
back to the
I got
basket,
you.
and then he
Right,
can face up. Like he could do a bunch of different stuff, but he's a more traditional big because he's mostly in the post versus hovering around the perimeter like Porzingis and all these different centers in today's NBA. Even Joel Embiid, he started to play more in the post this year because Doc Rivers kind of put it in his head. All he needed to do was basically help his health. Like I remember watching a clip of him getting a foot massage, eating a fucking double cheeseburger on the court. So like you don't see that Joel Embiid no more. You see a more healthier version of him, which is why he's been in MVP talks the last couple of years, and that's a credit to Doc Rivers. He blows 3-1 leads, and people give him a hard time. But when it comes to micromanaging individual players on the team, he's one of the better coaches at doing that. And Embiid is benefiting from it, as you can see. Since Doc Rivers has been there, he's been playing his best basketball. And he doesn't have that strain on his body to where he's missing a lot of games due to health issues and all that type of stuff because his conditioning is a lot better. So that's a credit to Doc Rivers. We have to give credit where it's due. I know he gets a bad stigma in the NBA because of his past failures, but he is a championship coach at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's definitely. I got 3,000. I got over 3,000 views over that YouTube short I got for Marcus Smart. Hey, that fans a little.
You uploaded that?
Yeah, that shit got like 3,000 views, yo.
Because when you sent it to, I thought it was from somebody else. I thought it was when you sent it to me. I thought you got that from somebody else because it didn't say like your channel when you sent it to me. It was just shorts. You know them shorts that don't show.
I think I sent it. I sent it. I think I sent you. I just put it on my. I just put it on the YouTube shit. I was like, oh shit.
No, that's how you do it, man. Them pre-recorded videos, man. With little shits like that. That's how you get them views.
Yeah, because people got short attention spans. So true, you should start making little clips like that, or where you talking about your team because there is a heavy Boston fan base out here. So if you were to make videos just talking about how good your team is, or however you go about doing it, you will build up your subscriber base.
Yeah, the title with Tyler, they said Marcus Smart can't facilitate. They got that.
Yeah, true. I remember seeing like one Boston fan. He was like low key racist on YouTube, and like you know what I mean. So and there was a bunch of people over there, but he kept doing like pre-recorded videos. He was going, bro. He was just trashing Kyrie Irving. I mean, just killing Kyrie Irving every day.
You see what they said yesterday, bro? Or you heard the boos and people were saying he sucked.
Yeah, they were saying yeah, the hate was so bad. They doing it while Jaylen Brown shooting a free throw. I'm like, damn, y'all can't wait till y'all own dude get done shooting free throw. What the fuck?
Yeah, Boston is historically a racist town. One of my homeboys, black guy, he's from Boston, and when we would go out kicking it and shit, like you would get a lot of that shit out there. So it's historically, it's always been that way.
Yeah, I was telling the truth.
You had that.
Mark Wahlberg went to jail for beating up. You know, that was going on what they call them nigga beatings or something like that. They were going around beating up black people.
Yep, that's facts. That is a fact.
And like, but that's what I mean. That's what that's what expected. Like I said, like Boston, like something like city like Boston, but like also adding the fact that if you add that, and you add the people that's fans of the team and what Kyrie did is like, Kyrie not making any better. And like now, cause it's people that left the Celtics, right? You got the Ray Allen situation. But Ray Allen can come back to TD Garden and it's not gonna be bad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Well, because he put in work for that city. These Midwest cities or cities like Boston, where it's like hard hat, lunch pail type cities, they always root. Even if you black, if you go in there and put work in, blood, sweat, and tears, they will support you. I will say
Rondo won a championship with the Lakers. He should come back. Rondo come back. You're gonna get love. I mean, it is what it is. Like, but when Kyrie was that shit he was doing and the passive aggressive shit. Hey, y'all can take me if y'all. I will come back if y'all take me. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, that was
Like,
some whole ass shit. I can't defend
what do
that.
you mean? And it's like
Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest too. Like, I think that there was a lot of Boston fans that did rock with Kyrie. Like when he was doing the stuff he was doing, a lot of them were kind of making, because everybody loved Kyrie
but
game.
people
You know what I'm
mad.
saying?
Yeah, because people are mad. Cause like I said before, and people was like I said, people. Cause Kyrie has talent. Like nobody discrediting them. The man can play
No, but what
ball.
I'm
Like
saying,
nobody.
True. I'm just saying this though, True. It
Yeah,
seems like a breakup, like the Boston Celtics fans kind of low key act like a scorned girlfriend.
and he
Like
said
I think
that comment. Yeah, he said that comment. But here's the thing, though. How how can you be a scoring girlfriend when that girlfriend have done better without you?
Well, then
Facts.
why y'all keep bringing him up? And when he do a press conference, y'all putting the scoreboard. What was it?
That's
The
because
net
he did.
scored 80
But
points without
yeah,
Kyrie
but
or some
same
shit like that. They
time,
be putting up,
but here's the thing. But same time, you can't sit there and lose and make claims that you're going to retire as a Celtic, right? And have your Celtics, you have your number 11 on the jersey, you know what I mean, on the Raptors and all that, right? You made a commitment to the Celtics. You said all this stuff and
Exactly.
lied.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
It sounds like a hurt girlfriend, like who,
No, but
like
I
like an
mean,
ex-wife. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
here's
Like
the, I
I,
mean, but then it just like it was just a lot of things too, because like people were just disappointed in the fact that like that team had like look at the Celtics now, and you try. I mean, it's just disappointing.
mm-hmm.
Yo, what up, Kyrie, man?
Well, I think they more. I wouldn't say scoring. I think that's a harsh word, but I think they more disappointed because look at the way they got Kyrie Irving. They really shouldn't have got him. I mean, he left a championship team with the Cavs. Normally, when you see a player of that magnitude leave a historic team, well, not a historic team, but a championship level team like the Cavs, they go to a bad team. For him to go to that team,
somebody got some
Yeah,
somebody got some stuff going on,
yeah,
man.
like
I heard,
he fit
I
their
heard you.
age timeline and
You got your
everything.
background.
Hey, True, just mute him, True. What?
Who
Khalil
is that?
talk.
Is that Bees?
Josh.
Is that B?
Is that better?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Oh, say it again.
Is that better?
A little bit better. It sounds like you got some
Hold
feedback
up.
or something going on.
Say something again.
Oh, I'm driving. That's why you hooked through my car.
Oh,
What you got, a
that's
kid,
better.
Oh,
Sophia?
That's better. Anybody? That's better.
I mean, it's cool. Yeah, go ahead, Khalil. What you were saying? It's cool now.
Well, yeah, no, I was saying basically, a player of his magnitude leaving a championship caliber team, they traditionally go to a bad team. It's very rare that you get a player like that goes to a team that fit his age timeline. You look at the Boston Celtics. Kyrie at the time was what 25, 26 years old. So he could have grew in with those guys if he was a better leader. He did a lot of fuck shit in Boston, and that's why those fans kind of like because they don't play around with that type of stuff, man. Like
Right.
if you
He
there,
didn't
you got
buy
to
in.
be all the way in. You can't be one
Yeah,
foot in, one foot out.
He didn't buy in. And
Yeah,
it's
he
like
didn't buy in.
that's the frustrating thing about it. It's like, bro, look where you at now. The Celtics still have done better like since you left. Like you haven't. It's like it'd be a different situation. People. That's why like yesterday, them dudes was capping on Lamont channel to act like Kyrie was like carrying the Celtics. Like no, he was not. It was a
Nah, he
team
wasn't.
collective. He did his part. He was the best player on that team, and he did his part as the number one option in scoring. Nobody's denying that. But like that team shown that potential. Why would you leave that? Why would you leave? Like that's what people. It has to be even if without even Celtics fans, people are upset. Like people are like criticize Kyrie because why would you leave that situation
Mm-hmm.
and not make that work? Because like ain't like them dudes on the team is like they don't have no hotheads on there. Like I don't like you said Kyrie's a difficult person to
No,
work with.
no, you're right. And then they said, I remember, I can't remember. Nah, this that dude channel I was listening to. Now, I can't confirm this. This is just whatever. But he said he had sources, and they were saying like Kyrie had a party or something like that, and he didn't invite Jalen Brown and Terry Rozier, but you know what I'm saying? He invited Jason Tatum and he was kind of like causing divide on the team and shit like that. Like
Oh
he,
yeah, I heard something like
that
that
was
too.
you heard
corny.
I heard about that.
I heard that.
I
I heard
heard something
about
like that
that,
too.
and that was corny. And that's why Jason Tatum, he's cool with Kyrie because they got the same. They had the same manager, right? They had the same manager at one point. But that being, and they, of course, they Duke boys. They you know what I mean, they from Duke.
Yeah, exactly. They Duke. Yeah, exactly. They was Duke boys.
But here's the people feel like this too, though. That's why, like, I never liked when people also like to try to separate the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum thing, right? Because a lot of people don't know this. They real close. They've been knowing each other even before they got in the NBA. They know each other since AAU days. Like, you got Jaylen Brown family that watched over Jason Tatum's son. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they have that type of relationship. So that's why, like, I think even Jason Tatum even realized that he came to a realization like, yo, Kyrie, listen, you cool and all, but like, not you wilding. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's be honest. If they didn't, if like you have what are you doing? You in a good situation. You know what I mean? You got two young wing players that has sky's the limit, the potential. And you got all that. I mean, it was just like, what? You gonna leave that? I mean, of course. I mean, yeah, he left that to go play with KD. I mean, but still. I mean, but look where they got him.
Yeah, but see, playing with KD is putting him at a number 2 position. When he was with those two younger guard wing players, he was a number 1.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But like I said, I mean, but that being said, though, like, I mean, the load, he wouldn't have to carry that load for long. You know what I mean? Like, if let's say he was still in the Celtics now, like, you have Jason and Jaylen Brown that got better year after year after year. That he didn't have to necessarily carry that burden. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing about the Nets too. Like, he left the net. Like, the Nets don't have no leadership, and that's why they really would never win a championship till they get leader. They don't have no leaderships.
Right.
Like, you talking about when somebody said when last year they said DeAndre Jordan was a leader, I'm like, bro, like, they were they wasn't one win shit. Like, that was like the nail in the coffin for me. Like, they ain't winning shit. Like, I said this last year. I don't know if y'all remember this. I kept bringing that point up. I'm like, listen, DeAndre Jordan ain't leader. That's all you gotta say.
Hey, Blake Griffin not a leader.
Oh shit. They talking about Reggie Miller on U3. I got to go in there and flame him up real one good time. I got to go flame him up, man.
It's about Jamal Moran. I mean, how they talking about?
I see a clip. I see a clip right now. I see the Indiana Pacers on there.
No, right now they doing AI highlights. They doing AI highlights.
Oh, okay. I was boy.
Oh yeah, because either AI or
I was about to say, boy, that looks like a stream I need to be in there.
That's not even a fair comparison. That's not a fair comparison though.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Like, Ja's his own type of player. I don't think he plays like D Rose or AI.
So they compare all three of them. That's not fair to compare all two. They not fair to compare two of them to AI. AI played like he had like a whole career. Like, I don't think that's fair.
No, I'm talking about comparison with D Rose is.
Oh yeah, play style is different. Play style is definitely
because
different.
He's an athletic guard like D Rose was, but that's where it stops. I think the speed and athleticism of John Morant you can compare to Derrick Rose, but other than that,
they play completely different though. They just
they do. Just both athletic guards. I mean, if you want to talk about athletic guards, you can put Russell Westbrook in there. But I don't really.
It's not popular. It's not popular to do that shit now, though.
No, it's not. But just pure athleticism as a point guard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Westbrook need a documentary, bro. That man documentary gonna be a bit like that shit. I mean, oh my god. I understand he playing bad though, but people been waiting. Let's keep it real though. People been waiting for him to play this bad for years. Let's not like. This is because like I'm not. Like, this is the thing with me. I mess with Westbrook because
that nigga been waiting for this shit.
No, this is facts, bro. This is really like real. Like, this is real shit because he do get like listen. I don't have Westbrook as the top 15. I criticize Westbrook.
What you say?
Westbrook, he's not a top 15 point guard right now.
You crazy?
Maybe.
I told y'all, Drew Holiday better than Westbrook.
Okay, right now.
Come on, bro. I'm jacking that. I'm not jacking that though, Sis Lou. I'm not jacking that.
Bro, Drew Holiday is better than Westbrook.
I'm not jacking you wild with that. You talking about right now? You talking about right now or you talking about all time?
No,
Bro,
not all time.
Drew Holiday way better than Westbrook.
Right now, okay, I'm about to say you.
He a better shooter. He a better defender. He a better passer.
Right now, yeah,
and I
I
ain't
give you
talking.
that. I'll tell you all the time. I'm about
My
to
bad. I
say.
ain't mean get off topic with you. So go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. My point was like, I'm just wherever you got me a top 15 in rap, right? I mean, I may get out my 15 was all said and done. I don't know, but like either way, he's a great point. He's a great player, and it's like he gets itched on because he has flaws. Like, every player got flaws now. Like I've never seen you. Like it's crazy, man. He can't catch a break. Like that man Westbrook can't catch a break, man. And like it's a lot of those things. Why he be failing don't even be his fault some of the times. I mean, shit, he playing bad now, but look how the team constructed. They got no shooters. Like, what you gonna put in the ball's not in his hands like that. So it's like, I don't know, man.
You right, true. Yeah, we
that
gonna
should
slide
be
to you three, right?
all right, though, man. I'm about to. Oh yeah, I'm about to end this. But I feel how long I've been on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide on.
I've been on here. Yeah, I've been good, man. Yeah, yo, shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to slide to U3 Sports Talk. I appreciate y'all. It's been fun. Like, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's your boy True the King TV. Back again. Peace, salute. I'm out. Hey, if y'all not subscribed to U3 Sports Talk, go subscribe to U3 Sports Talk at U3 Sports Talk. Should pop up. I'm about to go there now. Check out what they doing. Peace, salute. I'm out.